Welcome to the Putt Crew. I'm your captain, Camille, and I have my alternates with me.
I'm Mal.
And I'm Robert.
And today we have drafted again another rookie. I swear to God, we will have the biggest hockey team ever. I'm going to have more rookies than Hayden Pike. And so we've drafted another rookie. We have Emily from Believe in Anything Pod.
Hello. And I know you saved the best for last. Just kidding. To my co-host.
Yeah. I was like, no.
Well, we weren't going to say it.
No. They're great.
God.
They're great.
So what we like to do before we get started is have you go ahead and plug your socials.
Yes. So, Believe in Anything podcast. You can find us on Threads, Instagram, YouTube at Believe in Anything Pod. And we interview people who've been inspired by heated rivalry. So check it out. And there's a lot less laughs on our podcast. So if you feel like being somber, check that out.
What about you? Are you on social separate from it?
I am. Actually, you're right. You can follow me separately as an individual at mreadswhat, because I had a reading Instagram, a bookstagram, and I couldn't come up with something clever. So
and
that's my cross to bear.
E-M.
E-M.
Just
yeah.
the letter M. Cool.
Thank you. Yes.
So
E-M.
now, just to spice things up, before we get started, why don't you tell us your least favorite things about your co-hosts? I'm kidding.
Can you imagine? I'm like, thank you. I've been waiting for a platform. Let's get it. No, my co-hosts are amazing. They're great.
We've had them both on the pod.
Yes.
Very wonderful. So today we're going to dive into chapters 24 and 25, or I guess we could say we're going to see-do into them. Spoiler warnings for don't make that face, Mal.
I don't understand the joke.
Because they have sea-doos in this chapter.
What's a sea-doo?
A jet ski? A sea-doo?
What?
They're called sea-doos?
I have never heard that before in my life. Camille, what?
They're literally called sea-doos.
Yeah, we're seeing dudes fuck.
No.
Well, that too.
Are you
that I
seeing
know.
it? Good God. Sea-doo. S-E-A-D-O-O. Sea-doo. It's like the brand or something.
Oh.
But how do
No.
you not know this?
I can't say I've ever been on a jet ski.
Okay, Camille, you tried to tell me that the ice on a hockey rink was milk, so I don't believe shit that you're saying to me. I didn't believe the milk thing either.
How did you find out that it wasn't true? I need to know.
Well, you said that, and then I was like, there's no fucking way that's true. But then I was like, well, Camille does know more about hockey than me. So I Googled it immediately just to make sure.
Like
I'm
frozen
so
milk?
excited. Yes. because I sent her a video of them like cleaning the hockey rink after a season, like melting all the ice. And because they paint it, it was white. And she was like, I hate that it's white. And I was like, it's milk. What other color do you expect it to be? And
That's
she was
good.
like, it's not actually milk. And I was like, it's literally a tradition. It's milk. And I was like, you can even go to a hockey game and buy little jugs of milk. Like it's a thing. And then she just stopped responding. And I was like, someday I will find out whether or not she believes me.
Okay, I was at dinner with another lesbian that I work with, and I did not have time to think about ice milk. So
Milk ice. Well, you also asked me one time if it was true in playoffs overtime, if they just started adding additional pucks every overtime period.
okay, that I did see someone say on the internet, and I was like, Camille, is this true? Because it would be really funny.
I was thinking of that when I told you the milk thing, because I was like, if she believed that enough to double check with me. But I'm really excited that your Google search history now, or Bing, I don't know what kind of freak you are. I'm really excited that now it says, is a hockey rink made of milk?
Honestly, that sounds kind of awesome.
I was like, what is a hockey rink made of? Because I'm not crazy. Also, you're not lying about the Sea-Doo thing. I looked it up. It's like a brand of jet ski and
I
other...
did say in the last episode that Camille should lie more. For all intents and purposes, maybe she's lying.
I'm really
Yeah,
gullible.
maybe I
so-
got in touch with Mr. Google himself. You know what? I'm sexist. Why isn't it Mrs. Google or Dr.
right.
Google?
Very true.
Feminine.
Okay, so anyway...
Doctora Google. So,
Spoiler warnings for chapters 24 and 25.
and everything else.
And ice milk. Spoilers for ice milk.
Spoiled
Spoilers for
milk
the sport
ice.
of hockey.
It's spoiled milk ice.
Oh, God.
It's chunky. That's
Yeah.
why they need the Zamboni, is because
No.
it spoils over time. So,
Right,
obviously.
right.
They ask
Yeah.
each team, like,
So
oat milk, almond
this
milk.
is not a spoiler-free podcast. That's what you need to know.
So before we jump into that, we do want to remind you, you can find our merch on our Etsy shop, which is the Pit Crew shop on Etsy. We've got some stickers. By the time that this episode is coming out, you can get some gay stickers. We have the Pit Crew logo, but gay. It's got pride tape on the stick.
Yeah,
and a
it
little
does.
rainbow. You can also subscribe to us on Patreon for bonus content. If you want to pay, you can get bonus content. If you want to join as a free subscriber, you can do that. And you can talk to other listeners about episodes, about the chapters of the book. That's where you can engage in book club with everybody else. So that is probably like the most consolidated way to contact us in like discussion at this point, because we have so many places where people reach out to us. But there you can put your thoughts and other listeners can also respond to you. So I will say the majority of our subscribers right now on Patreon are free tier, but we are shooketh at the amount of people who are willing to pay. At the point
that's
you're
crazy.
hearing this, it'll probably have been live for about a month already, which is insane. We're recording in advance. Look at us go. But like I sent stickers to, so far, in this first 2 days, I have sent stickers to Australia, Poland, Germany, Canada, Ohio. Like, it's crazy. We also do have a P.O. box now. So on the back of the return address, that's our P.O. box. Now, where are we? Oh, chapter 24, Shane Hollander. There we go.
Shane Hollander chapter.
This chapter is definitely really gay. Yeah.
And we are still at the cottage. It is 2017. Shane is making 8 burgers.
He ate with that.
Yeah. And I love that Ilya's just like watching him, and Ilya says, Shane seemed really excited about the burgers. He had followed a recipe online.
I'm so sorry to throw us off topic so quickly. Do
you're
you
not.
know where like the, you know, like the, you tap your middle finger on your thumb when you're like, oh, tea, or like
No.
you ate? Do you know where that comes from? This is 8 in sign language. So like you ate. That's where it originated.
That's kind of a slay.
Oh, that is a
Isn't
slay.
that cool? So yeah, anyway. Wee.
Can we trust that?
Yes. And Shane is going to get a good grade in cooking for his not boyfriend, something that is normal to want and possible to achieve. Yes.
Ilya is asking why he's making 8 burgers. Shane's like, well, that's what the recipe was for, and I'm a
Right.
good boy and I follow instructions.
That's what you love about him, Ilya.
You can't do math? And I'm like, he's not a math autistic.
Also, gay people can't do math.
Yeah, a lot of people can't do math.
I love math, so.
Okay, well.
Okay. Well, I didn't say
Bisexuals
bisexuals
love
can't do math.
math. Okay, now, when it suits her, it's not an umbrella term.
I'm actually okay at math. I did not pay attention at all in high school calculus, and I still got a B. So that's gotta mean something.
You be making it.
Watching or reading the moment where Shane says, leave me alone, and Ilya, like, grabs him from behind and kisses him
No.
behind the ear.
Precious.
No.
I want to melt into
No.
a puddle.
Yeah, that's definitely the actions of a man who's going to say, I love you first.
Yeah.
Spoilers for next chapter. Ooh.
Whoa! Canceled. There are so many moments that I actually clocked in these 2 chapters where Shane almost says it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There are actually multiple, and I don't think I've read this like 3 or 4 times, and I don't think I've ever realized just how many times he literally is like, and
No,
then
they are
stops
like
himself.
fighting for their lives to not say it. It's wild.
They're fighting for their lives to not say it, but also they're like fighting to see who says it first, because like they both really want to say it.
Yeah.
He's like,
competition, even with that.
I can't get out. Also, I love you.
That is fucking impressive.
Camille, what? Camille just said that with her mouth closed.
Wait, do it again. That was so.
Wait, Camille, you're afraid of the Muppets and Muppet adjacent creatures, and yet you have
Because of the way
perfect
they
ventriloquism.
look. Are you saying I look like a Muppet?
No, you have perfect ventriloquism. I thought you were afraid of like ventriloquists, and
I
yet
thought
you
a
are one.
stranger joined. That was so frightening.
Camille, how long have you been able to do this? We're derailing the pod for a second. Hold the fuck on.
Probably since like high school. I saw Haley Atwell do it on a late night interview, and I was like, I want to do that.
Not me being like, oh, is that a friend from class?
Camille, you have a promising career as a ventriloquist / as a Muppet user. It's a great way to also get over your fear. If you like have your hand directly up the ass of a Muppet, you can control them.
Robert, you
I
don't
think
have
that
to say
could
it
be
like
said for
that.
a lot of people, not just Muppets.
Oh my god.
But no, it's
Help me, I'm stuck inside and I can't get out.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. What the fuck?
I'm shook. That's so wild.
we don't record video, so no one's gonna see that.
I do like compressor and shit for the editing, so I'm gonna try and like make sure that still comes through. But damn.
No, like, why is my
So
heart
back to
beating
the-
so fast? Am I scared? Am I
Oh my
turned on? I
God.
don't know.
If you're Mal, you want to be both. Honestly.
Why are you attacking me like that?
So, the whole like kissing behind the ear, this is like the stuff that I'm like, oh yeah, this is a romance novel, you know? Because I think a lot of the romance novels that I read, the stakes aren't as high as they are here. And so sometimes I get a little bit more like in my head about these books, but then like you have these moments of them like it's summertime, they're grilling, kisses behind the ear, snuggles from behind. Like it's so cute that I'm going to combust. Like you get so in, especially when you discuss these books, you get so into the layers and the seriousness of all of it that you forget that they're like, you have to take a step back and be like, oh, this shit is cute.
Yeah. Can I also say I just love whenever Rachel mentions Shane blushing. I find that so adorable. And I love that Ilya loves it.
Yes.
That's romantic.
And then I love that like there's this moment of Ilya likes high-speed vehicles and flashy things, and then now he's describing being outdoors and touching Shane Hollander as exhilarating.
It says, it was exhilarating to be outdoors like this and be able to touch each other the way they wanted to. Christ, he hadn't even been here for 2 days yet, and already he had no idea how he was going to be able to go back to the real world.
I'm crying.
Crying in the club.
So also, this is like this beginning for Ilya when he's like, I don't know how I'm going to go back to the real world. I'm like, this is the beginning of like a tortuous journey for you, but like a different leg of it.
This is the beginning of your new real world.
Yeah. And it's really going to be difficult. But also, like, I just was thinking, like, there are going to be years more of, like, itchy palms and, like, your heart aching and just wanting to touch him, right? And usually that's not so hard for them because they don't spend a lot of time together. But now they're going to, you know, what we find out is they're going to have a charity together. They're going to work together. They're going to do hockey camps together. They're going to have to spend time together. And it's going to be really hard. And they don't do very well at keeping their hands off each other.
Yeah.
No, I know. They're finally seeing what their lives could look like together. They've never had the ability to do that before.
Thank you, Scott Hunter.
Thank you, Scott Hunter. Shane says he'd bring leftovers for his parents, but that would ruin his meditation lie. And Ilya, you know, we get into like Ilya asking a question. I wasn't here for episode 6 discussions. My opinion about the 8 hamburgers thing is that yes, Shane is like following the recipe to a T. He didn't like plan on like, okay, maybe I should cut this in half. They are both high intensity workout hockey players. I'm pretty sure between the two of them, they could smash 8 hamburgers.
And I think they did, right?
Probably. But also, like, they're having anal sex.
That is true. Also.
So,
But also, this is a romance novel. It is fantasy, actually, in fact. So
in a way, yeah.
Next chapter has one of my biggest icks. So the fantasy kind of dies for me. We'll find
Oh,
out
we'll
in
get there.
one
Oh,
chapter.
I want to know. Okay.
Robert also doesn't like kissing with tongue, so Robert's weird.
Ilya goes to ask Shane if he's ever lied to his parents, but I noted that before he does that, he kisses his neck again. And it's like he's buttering him up. He's like, I'm going to ask you something that you might not like, but we're asking questions and we're answering questions now.
And we're being honest.
And we're being honest with each other. So I'm going to kiss your neck before I ask you if you've ever lied to your parents before.
And
Which
the
is
thing that
going to
kinda-
feel like an accusation because you're Shane Hollander and I don't want you to take it that way.
The thing that
And
kind
he's going to take it that way because he's Shane Hollander.
the thing that kind of gets me
I
here,
also
though,
want to
is
interrupt
that
Mel.
I'll fucking kill you.
I was like, she's going to turn deep red.
God damn it. I'm trying, guys. I'm like, I have to. What was I even fucking saying? Okay.
The thing that.
Yeah. The thing that kind of gets me is that Shane says, you know, he hasn't lied very often, but he's kind of lying about something pretty massive and, like, has been lying about this thing for 7 years.
Yeah.
My question was, how do you guys think, or do you think, Shane would have managed to come out to his parents as gay and also about Ilya if he hadn't been caught?
Yes.
How, though? How would Shane have done it? Yes. Okay. Thank
Allegedly,
you.
he had a plan, and that plan was just figure it out. That was for later Shane. And then later Shane, turns out, was like 3 days later. So, whoops.
See, my thing with Shane is I feel like he plans and plans and plans and plans and plans and plans and plans.
Because he wants the perfect plan.
Yeah, he wants it to be perfect, but then something comes along and ruins the plan before he finally gets it perfect.
True.
And even his agent warns him. His agent and Rose both warn him about that in advance. You need to know what you're going to say and do. But he spends so long ruminating that everything boils over and it's like, oh, fuck.
The only way I think Shane would have come out is if his parents would have asked the right question.
That or Ilya would have been like, I can't do this anymore.
Oh, yeah, that too. Because I'm like, thinking about me, the first time I tried to come out to my mom that I thought I had come out to my mom, but I hadn't, I only like told her that I was dating women because she asked. Because she was like, so I've kind of been waiting for you to like tell me some stuff about your romantic life. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And I was like, oh, okay. She's asking, are you gay? Apparently she was not asking that. And she also did not pick up on the fact that I was saying I'm gay when I like date women. But I think like if his parents had straight up been like, okay, so are there any women in your life? Are there any men? He might have just been like, and told them.
Or he would have done something like that and like thought he said something very like specific and yeah, would have been like, I don't know what that means.
Or if he's anything like me, somebody emailed his podcast and was like, I'm going to out you to your family because you spoiled a book for me.
That is so absurd.
So Ilya says that Shane is a good son and then immediately follows it up and is like, they don't know how bad you can be. Classic Ilya deflection. Also foreshadowing. And so we get both of them asking, we each get a chapter where we ask, what's your mom's name? And so Ilya asks Shane what his mom's name is because all he knows about her is that she's
that
Japanese
song from
or
Hamilton,
something.
but it's not what's your name, man. What's your mom's name, man?
Also, Shane never really answers it. He never tells him what his mom's name is.
And then in the show, doesn't he know that it's Yuna and David? Yeah. Which, I mean, makes sense that he would know, but also for the book, it makes sense that he wouldn't know because he'd be like, no, no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do that, you know?
And then Ilya's bisexual ass be flirting and being like, your mom's hot, because he's like, probably where you get your looks from. Half of them, yes. And your dad is boring? Is that where you get your boring from?
Once again, I'm going to bring up that meme that's like, hey, what are your parents' names? Whoa, that's kind of a big step, bro. I've been inside you. You know, like... Ilya would be like, I can't know his parents' names. That's gay. Unlike the gay sex that we've been having, like, that's totally normal.
Shane is a perpetual question asker, so him to be like, why all the questions? It's like, taste of your own medicine.
Yes, I literally said Shane gets really defensive and very suspicious when Ilya starts asking questions, which is a role reversal for them.
Yeah.
Because normally it's Shane that's trying to bridge that gap and ask questions about family, not Ilya. And so Shane is like on the back foot, like, wait, hold on a second. Why are you asking me this? Why do you need to know this? And I'm like, because he's trying to steal your, like, I guess they don't have social security numbers in Canada. I don't know what they have. What do they call them?
It's a long con.
Actually, the sixth book in this series is not the long game, it's the long con.
It's the long con.
It's actually where Ilya steals
Spoiler
his
alert.
identity.
Shani has 9 inches. That's half for you, half for your mom.
No. No.
That is maybe the worst thing I've said on this podcast.
Glad I was here for that.
I'm sure you'll say worse.
I'll think of worse.
I know. So Shane is like, my dad's not boring. He works for the Treasury Board of Canada.
Also, like, I don't know that I could think of a more boring sounding job.
Yeah.
My dad's not boring. He works for the Treasury Department. Okay.
My dad's not boring. He's a banker. Whoa.
You laugh now, but he'll file our taxes, Ilya.
That's true.
Can someone file ours for us? It's going to be so complicated.
Oh my god, it's going to be so bad. If anyone knows
good
an
luck.
accountant, please. If
I
anyone
made it
is an
31
accountant,
years into my life without having to file complicated taxes. And now I started a podcast and things are whack.
yeah.
Podcast that makes some money.
Enough to cover its expenses, Maybe.
Allegedly.
I don't think we're even there yet.
Shane says that his dad played hockey for McGill.
McGill? Wow, is McGill a town? What the
What
fuck
the
is McGill?
It's a
It's
school.
a school, a university in Montreal, a very famous one.
Throwback to when the McGill Instagram had alma mater of Shane Hollander's dad, not a town, a really good school in their bio. It's no longer there, but that time was very special to me.
No, I would have chosen them as a school because of that.
That interaction kind of reminds me of the ending of BoJack Horseman, where one of the characters is talking to BoJack Horseman, and she's talking about her career and how she wants to how she published a book, and now she's like, who am I, Rick Riordan? And then BoJack Horseman's like, who the hell's Rick Riordan? And then Rick on Twitter later on was like, who's BoJack Horseman?
Oh my God.
Excellent.
I am once again reminding everyone that there is a fic where Ilya married Svetlana. They had a son. Ilya is now a widower. Their son has gone pro. Ilya coaches at McGill, and Shane is the deputy commissioner. And they end up reuniting because Ilya's son says like a slur, like gets caught, and then has to do this apology tour thing and has to go and meet with the commissioner, but the commissioner's not available, so they end up meeting with the deputy commissioner, who is, surprise, Shane Hollander. It's called Death and Taxes and Shane Hollander.
I was just gonna say, is that the one? Okay, it's on my list.
It's also probably on the fucking spreadsheet.
It's actually
Please.
not. I haven't read that one.
It's now going to be on
it
the
will be.
spreadsheet.
It will be on the spreadsheet.
Please, for the love of God, we know it's just because, like, we don't say it often and you just don't know, and that's how learning things works. But please,
Yes.
check her
Yes,
bio.
I put a
check
lot
the
of
link in her
work
fucking
into
bio.
my fanfic spreadsheet. Please look at it.
I use it religiously. I just want you to know.
Oh!
Yeah. So
I do
one
add
person
to
right
it. I
here.
added another one today. I read a fic where Shane and Ilya both died, and you know
I'm
what?
not reading that.
That did not affect my work day at all. Reading that on the way to work this morning.
We love all our fans. We love all the people who ask questions. But hey, please, it's the link tree in our bio. It's in the description of the podcast. Please.
It's in the show notes every time. Yeah.
If you're one of the people who responds to people in the comments with the link, you're a real one. Thank you.
Yes.
You want head? Like, I'll give you
No,
head.
no,
Thank you.
no, 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 no. No head.
I will.
Do not write fanfic about me. I am laying out.
You can write fanfic about me. I tell like nothing.
One
on
of the Patreon stickers I did send out, the card does say, "We're kissing you on the mouth," or giving you the highest of fives, whichever you prefer. So
I'm personally offering head if you redirect people who ask, hey, where's this fic that you talked about to the spreadsheet. I'll
No, aim
personally
higher.
give you
Make
head.
that a tier on Patreon.
For
$20
$100 a
Robert will
month.
give you head.
For $100 a month, I will go out to wherever you live and I will give you head.
Local law enforcement. There is no prostitution happening during this podcast.
Okay, wait. For $100, you get a bag of marshmallows and then you get free head.
Because what goes better with marshmallows than
Yeah, you ever hear
hot
Chubby
chocolate?
Bunny? Anyway.
No, free head.
Chubby bunny. No.
I've got a chubby bunny for you.
All right, I'm subscribing.
I'm so glad my fiance doesn't listen to this podcast.
That's the ad for our Patreon.
Anyway, back to the podcast. So Shane says his parents are awesome and the best. And Ilya says, maybe I'll meet them someday. Which freaks Shane the fuck out, because that's, we're dwelling more into non-situationship behavior.
Yeah.
I like that Ilya sees the tension in his back and shoulders. He recognizes it. Ilya has done this very well since very early on in their relationship, is that he can read Shane's body really well. He knows when he's tense. He knows how to recognize that with Shane. And that's a skill that he's only honed over the years. You know, honed and boned.
Honed and moaned. And he acts so nonchalant about it. He's like, maybe, even though it's like, no, you want to meet them. You want to meet them.
Yeah.
You're testing the waters. He's like, maybe I will.
Yeah, and Ilya says, relax, it was a joke. I know you don't, or I know I won't. And Shane says, I would like you to. I mean, I wish you could, you know, if things were different. I'm like, no, not if things were different. Do it now. They can help you guys.
Yes.
They're your parents. They love you. They want what's best for you, and they can help you. Your mother is the logistics queen.
Right.
That's where you got it from. Like, Shane is obsessed with logistics, and that, I've said it before, that is how he loves Ilya, is with the logistics, right? He goes, I love you, so let me put a 10-year plan in place. And he gets that from his mom.
Hollander, you get your looks from your mom, you get your boring from your dad, And you get your autism from both of them.
Yes.
In another life, he'd be a great project manager.
Oh, yeah.
Shade of hockey doesn't work out.
I mean, he's kind of project managing here. He's project managing being a boyfriend. I mean, not yet. They're not boyfriends yet.
Right. Project management, though, requires communication.
True. So Ilya taps Shane on the elbow to get him to turn around and look at him before they continue to speak. And he asks, do they know about you? And Shane says no. And Ilya says, would they not be good if they knew about you? And Shane's like, I don't know. I don't know. And Ilya's like, well, you just said that they were the best. And Shane says they are. I mean, I think they'd be fine with it. I know they would be, really. They love me. They've always supported me. They aren't homophobic at all, I don't think. It's just not something we've ever really talked about.
I think this is a very, even if you have the most woke, most supportive parents, there's still the fear that, maybe it will be different when it's me, when it's their kid.
And it makes me think about when we talked to Harrison Brown. He was saying, the best way to react to someone coming out as trans is to just not have a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
The best reaction is none. It's just cool. Okay. What pronouns? Cool. Cool. And so Shane explains that he may have already told them, if not for ...
Oh, this is my fault.
This is my fault. And Shane's like, no, yes, sort of. I mean...
Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, because it's dating men is one thing. Doing whatever the fuck we're doing, that's another.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Ilya's like, you don't want to tell your parents that you're fucking Ilya Rozanov? Full name,
No.
Very funny. But also the context is Ilya Rozanov and Ilya Rozanov are 3 different people.
Right.
And we've learned that through the books.
He will be explaining to his parents that he's fucking him in about, a few days.
What? Spoilers?
Spoiler!
Oh my God, we haven't got there yet. Jesus Christ, cancel the podcast.
Foreshadowing.
Foreskins and foreshadow. Foreskin. Wait, there's only one.
There's only one.
Yep, whoops. So I really like how Ilya is helping Shane walk through this scenario in his head. And then Shane ends up shutting it down, right? But Ilya's like, well, let's talk about this. Let's talk through this. And then Shane kind of brushes the rest of it off. And notably, Ilya wants to continue this conversation, but instead he follows Shane's lead and just follows him to the table because he's like, okay, redirecting.
Well, and I love that you can tell your parents that you're gay, I think, without telling them the names of men you were fucking. I'm pretty sure about this. It's the I'm pretty sure about this that really gets me. He's like, you can tell your parents this. I'm pretty sure.
I think so. But I love that signature Ilya humor of being like, I will end this with a joke. I will make a joke every single time.
Ilya's like, can I see the menu, please? And Shane's like, the men I please are none of your business.
That's incredible.
Okay, now we're going to talk about we're going to quote an entire fucking page at you.
Yeah.
Because we have to.
Because the truth is, Shane's kind of obsessed with the idea of Ilya meeting his parents. So, here's the quote. He had even imagined benign scenarios where they were at a function, maybe the NHL awards, and Shane just casually says, Mom, Dad, have you met Ilya Rozanov? And they would meet, and they would shake his hand, and Ilya would nod politely at them and tell them that it was nice to meet them. Then it would be over, and his parents would shake the hand of the next person who approached them, and they would have no idea how much of a relief it would be for Shane to have witnessed just that simple contact, to know that the 2 people he loved most had touched the skin of Ilya Rozanov and had looked into his eyes even for a second, and that Shane now had concrete proof that all 3 of them existed in the same world.
Pause. What is it about that line that gets me? They existed in the same world. It's why I like to kind of live in that thought of why do these feel like different worlds to Shane?
Yeah.
It's sort of, to me, I recall the fantasy that Ilya had a few chapters ago where he's like, I wonder what Shane's bedroom looked like, and I wonder how I can get into a scenario where I could see what his bedroom looks like, where the 2 different worlds are the mundane boyfriendy behavior that they think they can never have, and the world that they currently exist in where it can never happen.
He's compartmentalized so hard that Ilya cannot be a part of his normal life.
Yeah.
But he wants that so bad. And, he wants Ilya to be able to exist in this same world. But, things are just so separate.
I almost kind of feel like with Shane, it feels like something has to be broken before he'll change it. Drive it till the wheels fall off kind of a thing, right?
Sure, yeah.
He will be in the closet until it's literally broken down and he cannot be in the closet anymore, right? And there are steps to Shane coming out of the closet. He gets to a point where he doesn't deny it. He tells a few people, and then they all spread the word, which is kind of what he intended to happen. And then he doesn't deny it when people ask, but he's not going to come out until he's outed. And he's not going to come out to his parents until he gets caught. And he's not going to buy a new car just because it's a new shiny car.
A lot of that is that perfectionism. Like he needs the plan to be so perfect before he can finally do something about it. And like right now how things are fine. It's fine. Things can stay separate until they can't anymore. But he's like white knuckling the wheel so hard trying to keep these things separate and like and then they're gonna just crash together.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to blow anything up or, lose Ilya or his career.
Yeah. To continue the page. These were the thoughts that kept Shane awake at night. Total and complete madness. His deepest, most closely guarded desire was just to have his parents make contact with the man he'd been secretly fucking for 7 years. Part of him felt that if it happened, something would become clear. Something would finally make sense.
Yeah, it's one of those moments where I was just thinking, like, you're gonna need to prepare yourself, because, like, it's also very sad to me that he's like, I can't tell my parents about you, but I also feel like if I did, it might make everything a lot better. Like, there's still, like, the shame inside of him that we've seen him escaping is, like, some sticky, like, tar residue on his insides. And so, like, it's not all of him, but every time Shane tries to come out, every time he tries to escape and tell the truth about who he is and what he wants, it gets caught on that sticky residue and it can't leave him. Even though he's like, but I have this sneaking suspicion that if I just told my parents, maybe it wouldn't be, maybe something would get really, really clear. Maybe it would be better.
If it happened, something would be clear, something would finally make sense. Makes me think of, like, him also inviting Ilya to the cottage. Like, this is the first time that Ilya is seeing his bedroom. Like, we talked a whole lot about that. That's kind of the first time that he is willingly letting Ilya into this world that he has kept completely separate. And the cottage is still separate. The cottage is sort of like a middle oasis in between the two worlds. And so, like, things start to make sense at the cottage. Things are becoming clear. Like, he loves him. He can't deny that anymore. And we're about to see that. And, like, it's also sort of the point where he's kind of bringing the worlds together with, like, Ilya around it and just, but I think, like, the parents are that kind of step that takes them out of just, like, this middle place and sort of starts to bring the two worlds together, It
almost feels to me like, and I love a metaphor, it's like trying to bake a cake, but Ilya is the eggs. And it's going to fall apart and be a disaster every time if you don't have eggs.
Ilya's a lot like a cigarette. You put the killing thing in your mouth, but you don't give it the power to kill you. A metaphor.
It's a metaphor.
So true.
And so the next quote is, the real actual truth, the truth that Shane mentally stomped on every time it dared try to get his attention, was that he wanted Ilya to meet his parents for the same reason anyone wanted their boyfriend to meet their parents. He loved him, and he wanted them to love him too.
Yeah.
Killing myself.
$5 for the jar.
I just read these 2 chapters. When's the first time he, like, in text says that he loves Ilya? Is it here? No.
Oh, where he thinks about it. Okay, yeah, that was last chapter.
Did he officially say that he loves him last chapter?
I believe
in his brain.
Let me go to my audiobook and look up the word love.
Oh, good luck. That's going to take you forever.
Yeah.
How many instances? Like 800?
A lot.
Yeah.
A million. Well, and also, I got a book that's Game Changer. He did Rivalry and Tough Guy, so it brought up a lot of Game Changer first. They do a lot of, like, I love competing against him early on in the book.
Ilya has said that he loves him.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Ilya says, like, he's so fucking in love.
But also, he left the hospital room of the man he loved.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. This was chapter 23. They would be a joke. If the world found out about them, that was all they would be. The depraved hockey players who secretly fucked each other. And Shane didn't want to be that at all. He wanted to be the best hockey player in the world, and he wanted to be in a relationship with the man he could finally admit he was in love with without shame or fear.
Okay. All right. So I guess that was the first time that Shane
Chapter
admitted
23. Yeah.
I'm going to pretend it was in 24.
Oh, good. Okay, great.
Well, okay, so
This
I
is
was gonna
all
make an
girls
argument
do,
that,
eat
like,
hot chip and lie.
in love with and he loved him are different things, but they're not.
I know.
I was gonna be like, no, actually, no, but it's not. But Ilya isn't his boyfriend. That's an important distinction. And
Spoiler.
even if he was, Shane's like, introducing him as my boyfriend would be so weird considering everyone knows that I hate Ilya Rozanov. And maybe you do hate Ilya Rozanov, full name, but you love Ilya. And you've been fucking Rozanov for 7 years. So.
I know, it's so sad. It's like he's going off in this daydream, and then before he can even get, like, far enough, it's like he shuts it down because of XYZ. And it's just sad.
The compartmentalization is a mood killer. And then, of course, there's a quote that says, his biggest nightmare was that he and Ilya would be caught together somehow, paparazzi or whatever, and then the world would know, but more importantly, his parents would know. They would find out that their son was gay, and their son was being gay with Ilya Rozanov. Being gay. Like, what are you doing today, Camille? I'm just being gay with Mal.
Oh man, is it Tuesday already?
That is, yeah. When I go visit Camille next month,
Being gay.
we're gonna be gay.
Being gay.
Oh,
Yeah, we
jealous.
I like beans and I'm gay. No.
Flick the bean.
And then Shane has this moment where he looks at Ilya and he's got mustard on the corner of his mouth. And Shane is like, wow. You know, if you like take all of this complicated everything, the rivalry, our careers, all of this away, at the very least, I bagged a 10. Like, this man is hot.
Bro, he has mustard on his face. Like,
And also, I just love, like, I hate mustard. I would lick it off his face, though. I love you too, Ilya Rozanov, you know?
mustard is delicious, and in my old age, I'm becoming a big fan of honey mustard, and I will hear no
Whoa.
hatred of mustard.
Ew.
I am also a mustard fan.
Camille, I'm no longer coming to visit.
No,
Yeah.
remind me to make you mustard chicken when you come. That's the only time.
Yum.
Camille Mala is no longer coming to the cottage.
Yeah. Okay, so obviously Ilya puts mustard on his burger, but what condiments do we think they have on their burgers? Like, what else do you think they have on their burgers?
I just remember vaguely on the show that it's like
Eating
in
pickles.
separate. What?
Oh no, he's not eating. He's eating the onions, like raw
Yeah.
onion.
Shane is?
Which I relate to
Ilya
wholeheartedly.
Oh.
Yeah,
Dude, I
That's a
fuck with
vibe.
onions on a burger.
And that's
but
a
no,
red
he's
flag,
like
Robert.
straight up picking up the onions and just eating them
Yeah, I've
in
done
the
that.
show, that's a vibe. I love that.
Wait, yeah, what condiments do you think Shane has on his? Like, I think,
I
like,
mean, Shane's a bottom, so probably no cheese, right?
I was gonna say anything that goes on like a classic burger, because he was probably like, we haven't got into the macrobiotic weirdness yet.
Yeah.
And so I think that Shane probably orders exactly what's on the menu and doesn't make changes to it. And so
Oh.
that's probably just what he was used to getting, was just like the burger. He doesn't want to inconvenience people.
really? Okay, yeah, I guess
even
that's true.
see, even as like autistic, I know he probably like, there are probably certain things he has issues with, like the texture, but I think that he's such a people pleaser that he kind of grins and bears it, or just like maybe doesn't, like maybe he takes it off himself. But I think that it's probably so muscle memory to make a burger the stereotypical way you make a burger that he probably just makes it and then is like actually leaving things off to the side as he's eating.
Or like Yuna would order for him, like, you know, before he arrived at the restaurant. I feel like he would do like, you know, on either side of the dog, like one line for ketchup, one line for mustard.
Yes.
I think of that SpongeBob episode where he puts a smiley face.
Unfortunately, Mal doesn't understand that because Mal's never
Oh my
watched SpongeBob.
god. What she's talking about.
I'm gonna cut around it so it sounds like Mal says, I don't know what she's talking about.
Fuck you, Robert. Then Shane kind of like rewinds back
Ilya
and is thinking like,
Rozanov, I have an idea.
I think about that every time he says, I have an idea.
Mal's about to commit something.
a crime, murders. So then Shane kind of thinks back to like just how great this day has been. So they woke up in that morning to sunlight streaming through the window. The morning light was making everything beautiful, and Shane was so in love. So he leaned in and lightly kissed Ilya's wrist. Gay.
Shane Hollander, lover boy of all time. I would also like to note that before he kisses his wrist, he traces his finger down his arm.
Yeah. So they've had the perfect day. They worked out competitively in the gym, something that they are known to do. They raced around the lake on jet skis, or whatever the fuck Camille called them.
Sea-doos.
Okay.
But I like that they race around and soak each other. Is like, that's the thing. It's not like they're just like, haha, having fun. I'm sure it started off with Ilya trying to piss Shane off and being like, splash, like, haha. But then Shane is in a place where he's like, oh, watch this, bitch. Like, this is playful. This is summer Shane Hollander.
This is truly the definition of boys will be boys.
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 Boys will be boys.
Boys. Yeah, because...
We need more Shane pinning Ilya against a wall.
Yes.
And I would like to see
panine.
that in season. Pinine.
We need more Shane pee.
We need more Shane activating slight top energy only to immediately get put in his place.
Yes.
Exactly.
Shane pinning
More
Ilya
that.
against the wall, hand jobs in the boathouse, incredible.
That happens in the long game. There's some moments where Shane's like, haha, I'm on top. And then Ilya's
bottoming his way to the top.
like, you done
for
with
sure.
this yet? And he's
Bop,
like,
bop, bop, bop to the top.
Yes, exactly. And Shane specifically says that he aced the burgers. As I said, he's getting a good grade and feeding his not boyfriend. He got an A. He's given himself an A. And now they're drinking beer on the deck as the sun sets, and like it's everything he ever wanted.
He doesn't want to be a gay icon. He wants to be the best at hockey. He also wants to have a smoking hot man. He wants lazy domestic summers with somebody who keeps the competitive spark alive. It's not like this is summer, we relax. It's summer and we relax, but we also give each other shit and compete with each other at every turn. And I think that's one of the things that I really like about Shane. Like, I envy him his wealth and his health, obviously. He's wealthier and healthier than I will ever be. But I also just feel like beyond all the noise, he just wants to love and be loved out of the spotlight. Mm-hmm. And he also has a little bit of a praise kink. A little bit, a lot of it, which I love for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, tell me the burgers are good and that, I'm beautiful. Please.
Yeah.
I feel same.
And so I have another quote.
Now, if I make you a burger, will you tell me I'm beautiful? And that
Yes.
it was a good burger. Okay.
I will. Yeah, if it's a good burger. Okay, so I have another quote. He imagined a life of spending summers together at the cottage. It was his intention to make this his permanent home after he retired. He wondered if Ilya would be into living here when... What the hell, Hollander? Getting a little ahead of yourself, aren't you? But these were the thoughts that consumed him these days. Ilya meeting his parents. Ilya spending the summers with him. Ilya making a home with him. He'd give anything to go back to the simplicity of the early days, when all that consumed him was the confusing desire to have Ilya's dick in his mouth. Liar.
Liar! Liar!
Literally an anxiety spiral in real time.
Liar told you that.
He's like, God, why can't we go back to the shame that I was living in every time that I hooked up with this man and, like, thought that I was the worst person alive and, like, I was doing the worst possible thing. Like, now that I love him, that's worse!
Did anybody else notice that he refers to himself, he calls himself Hollander?
Yeah.
Oh, so...
It's like, take a step back, Hollander. You're Hollander.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, Hollander, bud. Okay, pal.
You want to be in love? Get in line. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. I know, and then him being like, their luck had to run out sometime, right? Like, it's the other shoe's gonna drop. The puck is gonna fall.
Right. The puck is gonna drop.
Analogy. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, his obsessive thoughts at this point are not about like sex with Ilya or hooking up with Ilya. It's a great bonus and he loves that, but he literally is like, I want a home and a family with this man. And I'm so excited to finally see Shane allowing himself to desire the things that his friends have. I'm so excited to see Shane understanding what Hayden is so happy with. Shane wants that domesticity that Hayden has.
Yeah.
And I think he envies Hayden and that Hayden is straight and those things can come easily to him.
And I think it says something too about the internal shame of like the verbiage of getting away with this thing. Like,
I literally
it makes it
highlighted that.
Yeah. It makes it seem like it's bad or like he's in trouble. Like that kind of language. It's like he thinks that it's sad.
What thing, Shane? Being in love? falling
Right,
in love
a normal
with someone
thing.
that you've known for a long time? Come on.
Right. Like, people are going to find me out. Like, it's all going to be terrible. Yeah.
So Ilya, now we're cutting to the bonfire, and Ilya's staring at the fire, and he's really not sure what else you're supposed to do. I'm like, you're supposed to poke it.
Canada's fun.
Like Shane is. Canada's fun.
You're supposed to fucking look at the fire. Listen, there's a reason it's like one of the oldest forms of entertainment, TM, to just look in the fire and watch it crackle.
I spent a summer once on my birthday in the forest, high, staring at a fire for like 2 hours. I don't remember anything that happened before or after. And that's a true story. Maybe, I don't know.
Listen, if I go to a restaurant and there's a candle at the table, there's a 90% chance that I will not be present for the conversation because I will be playing with that candle. So,
Playing with it?
yeah, playing with it.
Like putting it in her ass.
No! like I'll be swirling the wax around. I did go to a restaurant in London that had just like, essentially, like, they weren't in cups or anything. They were just like loose candles. And so the candle that they gave us had like tunneled a ton. So I had so much fun with that damn candle, like pushing little bits of wax into the thing and watching them melt. It was great. Cannot tell you what me and my friend talked about at that dinner because I was so focused on that damn candle. But like,
Camille, hide all of your candles. If you want to have any conversations.
But I grew up, the house that I spent the first 11 years of my life in, mostly, was a big house. And we had probably like 4 different bonfire pits throughout the property. And I spent so many nights in front of a bonfire. I'm from the South. We do hay rides. We love a hay ride and a bonfire. I want to go feed the cows, you know? It's just what we fucking do.
My dream date. Cute.
Yeah. And so Ilya is thinking about, I can think of like a million better things we can be doing with our evening alone together. But I like this, is that he says, but Shane had been so damn excited about it.
he also said that about the burgers. Like,
Yeah.
he's enjoying seeing the things, like, and doing the things that Shane is excited about. It's very cute.
Yeah, he's endlessly entertained by him.
Ilya's literally like, I can think of better things to do, but I like Shane. And Shane is
Yeah.
really excited about this, so we will do this.
And also, the better things that he can think of to do are Shane. So,
Right. This is foreplay, buddy. You'll get
Yeah.
there. And I think he's been so desperate to be a part of Shane's world that it's not even that, like, he dislikes this massively drastic change of pace, right? It's not that he dislikes it. It's just not what he's used to. Like, he's used to flashy, fast things, not reliable and good in the snow. He has to get used to reliable and good in the snow.
multiple people now have sent us there's a post. It was posted on Instagram, but it was like a screenshot of a tweet or like a Tumblr post or something. And it was like, Shane's fantasies are kind of low-key, kind of freaky, and then Ilya's out here fantasizing about like seeing Shane's bedroom and seeing him in his pajamas. Like, that's what he wants. Like, he
Ebenezer
wants to be a
Scrooge
part of Shane's
pajamas or
life.
something. Yeah.
So he's like talking shit about this bonfire, but like he wants this so damn bad.
Yeah. It's like, it wasn't terrible.
But again, remember, if I say I want it out loud, I can't have it. That's how Ilya's world works.
So I'm gonna pretend that I'm not having a good time at this bonfire, but really, I'm pressed up against Shane on this tiny little bench, so things could be worse.
I was over
Right.
on the bench.
He was
Yeah.
over on the bench.
Where were you when Shane started a forest fire? I was over on the bench.
I was over on the bench.
Wait, that's John Mulaney,
I
right?
was
Yes.
over
Okay.
on the bench.
Wait, and then Ilya says, "How is your head?" And Shane responds,
I don't
"No
know.
complaints
Tell
yet."
me.
Yeah. No,
Boo.
we don't get the head joke. He just says, better now, thanks. And Ilya goes, good news. Because Ilya very much wanted to do sex stuff later. And I'm obsessed with the fact that he calls it sex stuff.
I just hear Shane or Hudson Williams in my head going, sex stuff. I know the sex stuff is a problem.
Oh, sextive.
And he's like, I don't care what it is, but it better be sex adjacent. It better be something to do with sex. I don't care what we do.
I've read far too many fanfics where someone like gets a concussion and then like has a brain bleed or something, that like the fact that he's like, Shane had complained of a headache that afternoon and said they had been common since his injury. I'm like, oh fuck, something's coming. When, like, I know it's not.
I've read too much fic now where it's like I'm having trouble differentiating between real and fantasy.
Well, you remember when Aaron, friend of the pod, Aaron Hattemer, was like, when he put his head down on the table at his parents' cottage, I thought he was having a medical emergency.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine?
Hello, here's my boyfriend. Also, I'm dying.
Also, take me to the hospital right now.
Here's your replacement son.
Oh, God.
He's been vetted. Vetted and bedded. So Shane gets a text from Rose. Ilya gets jealous.
Of course he does.
And Shane says, Ilya, I'm gay.
Not to... I can't do it. My Russian came out wrong.
Not too gay to fuck Rose Landry.
Yeah, there you go.
Which, I mean, hey,
Oh my
fair
God.
point.
Yeah, that's true. And he's like, oh my God, I only slept with her a couple times and they were both disasters. She's not looking for a repeat performance. I'm not giving you the details, so shut it.
Shut it.
I love that then we get, he poked at the fire for the 100th time. Ilya wasn't sure it actually did anything useful, but Shane seemed to enjoy doing it.
Which is incredible. And it shows too, like, the digs that he makes out loud versus like what he keeps to himself. But he's like, he's having fun. Like,
Yeah.
let him poke the fire.
Something about this is just like dad coded, because I lived with my parents during like COVID lockdown, and for probably a good 6 weeks, my father would go out into the yard every day and move rocks.
Iconic.
He was just
Your dad
moving.
autistic?
Right. Is this how
Honestly,
we-
that man is the most autistic man I've ever met in my life. Shane gets it from his father, so do I.
Now I'm just like, what would your dad and Shane talk about?
Rocks.
Hockey. And rocks, probably. No, my dad loves sports, so like, but he's my. Also, when my younger brother started playing baseball and like getting serious about baseball, my dad got like very autistic about high school baseball, and he got like very into like who's good at high school baseball, and I was like, Dad, it's a little creepy to be into like teenage boy baseball. Like, it's a little weird. No, but he would go out every day. And he would like load up his wheelbarrow with rocks, and then he would like hose the rocks down, and then he would put them in a new location, and then he would like go get more rocks, and he would hose them off, and he would put them in a new location, and then he would like take the rocks that he moved to that new location and move them to a third location, and it was just like, what are you doing? And it took him so long to move these rocks. The backyard is not
And
that
then
big.
on the 4th day, the rocks were like, you ain't getting me to no secondary location.
Yeah, so I just think, like, sometimes dads have to do an activity. You know, like, that's enrichment.
But also, like, it does that thing where it glows brighter and it makes sparks go psh when you poke it. That's why he's doing it. It's because it's
sparks
Sparks Mal, I was going to
thinking
say
the same
that. Oh.
so we share one brain cell. All three of us. Okay, so we thought this was going to be a nice, happy ending. There are wolves. I'm
then
hearing
they're
from
both
the
eaten by
producers
wolves.
that they are not actually wolves.
No, we're in Twilight. This is Twilight now.
Yeah. He was like, what the fuck was that?
The Volturi are coming.
Where the hell you been, Loka?
Ilya asks, what the fuck was that? Shane laughs and says, it's a loon. It's a bird, like a duck, kind of. Oh my god, you thought it was a wolf?
What
Dick.
the fuck bird makes a noise like that?
A loon. And then
Fuck
he
you and
starts
your
laughing,
loon.
and Ilya wants to push him into the fire.
Incredible.
But I love that it changes from I want to push you into the fire to I want to smash embers into my own eyes.
No, that is one of my favorite quotes of the entire book because it
Like
is,
he changes from like I'm gonna hurt you, and he's like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna kill myself. Like,
I
gonna
actually
hurt
can't
myself.
stand to see you this happy. Yeah.
Here's the whole quote. Shane looked up at him, still laughing. His whole face was crinkled up, eyes, nose, freckles. Ilya wanted to grab embers from the fire and smash them into his own eyes because he could not bear to look at this adorable, crinkled, happy face.
That's romance, folks.
Okay, but now
That's cuteness aggression.
That's cuteness aggression.
now imagine the first time Ilya Rozanov sees their firstborn child.
How dare you?
Wow.
How dare you?
Imagine the first time their firstborn laughs.
And then he starts to sing, I would rather go blind
There's
in the hospital.
There's the moment in the long game when Chiron comes in and he's grown, or is it role model? And Ilya goes, "What the fuck?" He's like,
Why is he a horse?
Why is he so big? And so Shane is like, watch this, bitch. And he does a loon call. And Ilya says, you speak bird now, too.
That's how I felt when you made that sound with your mouth. No, that's literally how I felt.
Shane speaks fluent bird, no accent. Camille speaks fluent puppet, no accent. Ventriloquism, whatever the fuck. Ilya says, I fucking hate you.
And Shane says,
No, you don't.
Yeah, Shane says, no, you don't. And Ilya sighs, no, he didn't. Screaming, crying, throwing up.
It's like, we know, but we love to hear it.
Also, Shane in Tampa Bay was thinking about how much he wanted to rest his head on Ilya's shoulder, and now he's actually just getting to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
The listeners know.
Oh, sorry.
Jar.
Couldn't hear
I'm
that.
jarring myself.
Jar.
Jar. By the way,
Do you have a jar for a...
yes, we have. Okay, let me explain this to anyone who doesn't know this bit. We have the Irina Foundation jar, and every time you say you're going to kill yourself or something akin to it, you have to donate $5. And so when someone says, I'm going to kill myself, we yell jar. And for anyone who has missed that, no, we are not referring to that fanfic that everyone has been talking about, okay? We are never referring to that.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, good. Save yourself.
Yes, God. So, Shane asks Ilya, out of nowhere, if he's talked to his family in Russia at all. But the fact that he asks out of nowhere means that it has been on his mind, is what Ilya says.
Mm-hmm.
Shane has probably been thinking about this all evening, and he's finally like, fuck it. We said we would talk, right? And so it's also noted that it's probably not the real question that he wanted to ask. And so I was wondering what the real question was. And my only thought was like, is the real question, are you going to go back to Russia?
Probably.
What do you think that, like, other than that, what do you think that question would have been?
I don't know. I feel like, though, since in the past he's tried to ask questions that are a little more direct and Ilya has shut down, I feel like he's doing it out of fear, too, of, like, not asking directly. But, I mean, I can't think of another reason, like, another question besides that. That would be that, like, he'd be afraid of the answer.
Ilya says that it's only his brother in Russia now, and his brother sucks. And Shane says that he feels bad because his parents are great and he wishes that Ilya had that too.
Which, like, almost feels insensitive because it's like, oh, the only family I have left is my brother who sucks. Damn, my parents are great. End of sentence.
But I think it's
I
more
know.
of like I'm dropping my filter because I just want to talk to you.
Sick? Like cancer? Like crazy?
Shane, stop guessing.
Shane, I'm going to have you custom fitted for a muzzle.
Ilya would like that, yeah.
And so Ilya says, my mother was great.
And he regrets it immediately because now he knows he's about to tell Shane about his mom.
And Ilya says it was an accident, because that's what his father told him to say. And I wanted to clarify, he says it's sardonically is what the book says. If anybody doesn't know quite what the word sardonically means, it means like a mocking humor. Like it's a cynical humor.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, oh, she died by accident. Like, haha.
He's repeating what his dad told him, but he obviously knows the truth.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is also like a little bit like, fuck you, Dad.
Yeah. It was an accident.
Finally escaping the prison that his father created for him.
Yeah. She accidentally swallowed a whole bottle of pills. Oops.
Oops.
And he feels Shane's body tense. And I thought it was interesting, the like bitter way of wording this next thought is he was sure Shane couldn't even imagine such a thing, not in his perfect little family. He's bitter. He's jealous.
Yeah.
And then he immediately kind of like walks his way back out of that because that's not fair.
But it's human. It's human.
That's human.
Yeah.
Right. And Shane says he's sorry. And he asks how old Ilya was. And he says, I was 12. And then it's noted that he's never told anybody this before and that the words somehow scrape out of his throat that he found her.
I have a question for the team. So I remember when I first watched the show, I noted the difference that he doesn't do the whole like getting up and hugging him. But after like sitting with it, I actually like that change. But how do you feel about this like change from the book to the show?
I'm particularly obsessed with the way that like you can just see Shane's fingers like in his hair the whole time. Like I love that so much, and I'm so glad that we got that I don't really even care about the hug.
Yeah.
They're already like in an intimate protective position in the show, especially like Ilya's almost regressed to a kind of like childlike state while he's telling Shane in the show. So I kind of prefer that a little bit over how they do it here in the book.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like it's a lot more intimate and closer and a lot more protective and a lot more of a way to help Ilya go through these emotions in the show. That isn't to say, by the way, that I think that the way they did it in the book is bad.
I'll go the technical route and say that I think each is better for its medium because in the show, you couldn't do a hug and see both of their faces.
True.
You would have to cut back and forth. And this is one of those scenes where, other than when they zoom in on Ilya's face, it is a one-take scene. And it's very intimate in that we are it almost kind of feels like we're from the perspective of like one of the embers of the fire because the camera is kind of moving up and down and around. We're kind of in the atmosphere with them and we kind of see the camera shifting.
You're eating.
Yeah, thank you. You kind of see the camera shifting as they're having this conversation. It's a very natural movement. It's not still on them. And so I think that being able to see the both of them in the show is helpful for that medium. And then I think in the book, because you can't see them, you have to see those gestures of I'm comforting you.
Yeah.
I'm holding you, because he pulls Ilya into him and Ilya puts his face in Shane's neck and he can inhale him and smell him and breathe him in. And that is the way of, you get the same feeling, I think, in the show and the book, because in the show, he is laying on Shane. And in the book, I just feel like logistically they each work.
No, that's good. I didn't think of it that way. Yeah. And both are very like comforting, and I love the hand in the hair though.
So Ilya says that he doesn't want Shane to think that she was weak. She wasn't. She was amazing. She was so sad. And my father was so hard on her.
I know someone else who's your father was hard on who's also so sad.
I love that you were like, gee, what can I say? I know. I'll recycle something we've already said on an episode.
I know.
No, I'm kidding. That clip did very well.
Listen, that's the fun of the show, and then also the books, is that we said that months ago, so it doesn't count. I can say it again.
New audience. People have burnt
Or same
out on
audience
us
that
and
don't
moved on.
remember. Yeah.
I trust the audience. And Ilya didn't cry, not really. He wiped quickly at his eyes to remove the moisture and just breathed Shane in.
That's crying. Hey, so that's crying.
Ilya's crying.
I'm not crying. I'm not crying. My eyes are just moist.
It's the
as
fire.
moist as
It's
all the
fire.
bitches I spent time with.
It's very much like Shane, the whole, as long as the tears don't fall, you're not crying. But really, like, you've got such watery eyes all the time. It's like, okay, you're crying.
You're crying.
I'm allergic to being a little bitch. But mostly he just wanted to hold Shane close to him in this place where no one would ever find them. He wanted to stand in the spotlight of the campfire under the endless stars and feel Shane's fingers stroking his hair and not think about his horrible father or his wonderful, desperately sad mother. He didn't want to think about hockey or rivalries or what was going to happen when these 2 weeks were over. This next line I flagged as Shane almost saying I love you. I wonder if you guys thought he was going to say something different. Because again, I didn't pick up on it until this read, and I was like, wait a second. He says, you're so strong. You're incredible. And Ilya holds his breath, and then we get the loon.
Oh, that's so funny. I read it earlier, and I thought there was a line that said, like, he thought that he was going to say. That's interesting. I think I read it as I thought he was going to say, I love you.
I have never paid attention to that I gotta be so honest. I have never given it a thought to, like, what was Shane about to say there? But no, it was absolutely I love you.
I think he was going to say, you're so strong, you're incredible, I love you so
love
much.
You. Yeah.
Can I go back just super quickly to, I love that he wanted to stand in the spotlight. I feel like that's, I'm just thinking ahead of like the way, like spotlight, like he wants
Okay,
to.
Scott Hunter.
What does that mean?
I don't know, he had all the attention.
He wants to kiss Shane in a penalty box.
But like the spotlight, the idea of like sharing it, like the focus, like I just feel like it highlights the difference again of like Ilya wanting to share this with everybody.
But it's the spotlight of the campfire. That's a warm, soft thing. It's not a harsh, defined edges spotlight. It's not like a stage light.
No, it's not.
So yeah, then there's another loon and they just start laughing hysterically. Which, like, there's so much laughter happening in this chapter. They are laughing so much.
Over these fucking wolf birds.
The inevitability of us being outed.
Hilarious. But
They're just losing their minds.
I love the quote that's like, it was a wonderful relief to laugh after all of that. Because I think sometimes when you're having like a real conversation, sometimes you gotta say something out of pocket or like have something to take you out of the moment so that it's not serious anymore. Like you gotta laugh.
I'm like, I think I told this story on the podcast before,
On the
but in
pit
case
crew, not on the putt crew.
Yes. So hey, for you Puck Crew exclusive fans, when my dad died, I went
Your dad
to
is dead?
his. Unfortunately, I went to his house to clean out some things with a friend of mine, and this was like maybe a week or so, 2 weeks after he had died. And I stepped in and I was gonna start crying because I'm like, damn, I miss him. And then my friend walked up to me and he's like, don't cry in your dad's house, he'll haunt you. And I'm like, wait, what? And that knocked me out of crying because I'm like, what the fuck did you just say to me?
Like, why would you say that?
Why did you say that?
Robert, I have a dead dad too.
Twinsies.
So they sit back down, and Ilya asks if there's more firewood, and Shane says there's a lot. I'm obsessed with that, is that, like, we're not saying that Ilya wants to stay out there, but we're still being told that Ilya has now decided that over everything else that's an option right now, Ilya wants to stay out there. And we are showing this change of heart, like the sinking into the
Even
new
more than the
comfortable.
sex stuff.
Even more than sex stuff, there's wolves out there. He could be eaten at any second.
And he still wants to be out there.
He still wants to be out there. Shane Hollander
He's
will protect
God's
him.
strongest, bravest soldier.
Also, wait, have you guys heard that thing where people are like, oh, and like doing the loon call back is like protecting him from the loons?
Yes.
I'm like, I've never Googled that. I don't know if that's actually
it's called the tremolo,
correct.
and it's like a
Take
stay
me
out
to
of my
school.
territory kind of a thing.
I believe it because I want to believe it because it's
That's
cute.
Well, I
good.
Googled it.
Okay, good.
Okay,
I
thank
didn't
you,
do
Kate.
that. I just said sure.
And we know that Madam Google knows everything.
Yeah.
Because she's a woman. Chapter 25.
Burr, burr.
I just want to note that when you said what chapters do you want to come for, I said the Hayden phone call, and I'm just very happy to be here, and I would like to announce that I'm just really happy to be here in this moment with all of you. Is this your ick? Is this the ick? Is this the ick scene?
Part of it, yes. I love how, because I think it's generic Game Station like in the show, but I love how it's a PlayStation here in the book. So they're playing hockey. They're playing hockey, the video game. Who wrote these fucking notes?
Mal. Hockey, the video game.
Well, because they don't call it like is there a hockey version? I just know that like there's like NBA 2K or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Yeah.
Would it be like NHL 2K?
Who's to say? Either way, Ilya is playing as Montreal. Shane's playing as Boston. They chirp at each other. I'm gonna fucking destroy you. I am you. You aren't anything. I'm on the cover of the game. I do love that the show put fucking in it.
Yeah.
I'm on the cover of the fucking game. That's the cherry on top of the cake.
Sometimes you add just a beautiful fuck to a sentence and it just really elevates it, and I think that is
At a beautiful fuck.
Period. And I love, again, a thing from fucking threads, that fact that it's like that cover of the game is like the only visual of Ilya that he could have in his house for the longest time.
Ilya's playing as Montreal. Shane is playing as Boston.
Boston.
I kind of love the idea that maybe they both actually suck at this game because like they're really good at hockey, but maybe they're like not good at it in a video game format. I know that Ilya takes video games really seriously because he's like, when I go back to this children's hospital, I better not lose to that child again. I'm gonna fuck him up, you know?
I feel like Ilya would be really into like Call of Duty or Fortnite or something, not necessarily like hockey the video game.
Listen, it's tragic, but the timelines do match up. Ilya might be a League of Legends fan.
I don't really know enough about video games to be like, that's the worst.
It is the worst. I do want to say that I think because video games involve a lot of hand-eye coordination and hockey also involves a lot of hand-eye coordination and also, other physical attributes, I think they're both good at video games.
Yes, but here's the thing. I think they're fine at video games. It's this game specifically that I'm like, okay, but because they're actual hockey players, they would be like, no, it didn't move like I wanted it. I would never have done that. Like, what the fuck?
I feel like Shane would either love or hate Animal Crossing.
Oh, he'd hate it, I think.
Well, there's no point. There's no goal, so he would hate it.
Well, but he would get to, like, design an island and be in charge, and...
Ilya would have an island full of islanders with, like, freckles and be like, look, this is you. This is also you.
That's hilarious.
I feel like Ilya would really like the fishing and the catching bugs of it all. Not in real life. Not in real life, because that is a city boy, but, like, something about Animal Crossing is so whimsical. Shane would like the, like, building buildings aspect of it all.
Collecting the different... I swear to God, every time he catches a fish and it's something he already has, he's like, God damn it! He wants the rare shit. He wants to go to the museum. Okay, so Hayden calls.
No, he doesn't.
And Ilya doesn't actually know Hayden Pike at all. He knew he was an average forward, extremely unremarkable in the looks department, and Shane's best friend.
Shane's best friend is the nicest part of that statement, by the way.
Yeah.
So Shane is like, officer, listen, my best friend Hayden has a cleft chin and gorgeous green eyes. And Ilya's like, he's extremely unremarkable, officer.
Shane's like, despite the fact that Hayden is incredibly attractive, it's never been anything but platonic between us. I'm not into him. And Ilya's like, yeah, this man is the most average man. And so I'm like, Shane, perhaps you are a little bit into Hayden.
No, I'll kill you right now. I think people are like, he's not a good hockey player, or like he's average, whatever. And it's like, Ilya's just an unreliable narrator. Shane has never said any of that. And Shane has been on the same team as Hayden their entire careers. Like, you don't wing on the starting line for your star center and captain for shits and gigs. Like, you're just not, unless you don't have any better options, right?
Do you think Shane Hollander would be best friends with someone who's not good at hockey?
No!
I think they're both just so, like, in a way, like, angry for no reason at the people who get to be in their lives. Like the Svetlana mention.
I'm sure next to Shane, Hayden probably does look pretty average. Like,
right.
Because Shane is Shane.
Right. But I think, no, you're right. Shane wouldn't be friends with someone who's not good at hockey. And that is why I fully believe that if you put Rose Landry on the ice with Dallas Kent, it would be a yard sale. That man stands no chance. That's a yard sale if I ever seen one.
You know what? Hell yeah.
And because I'm committed to our listeners, if you don't know what a yard sale is, it's when you hit someone so hard that their gloves and their helmet and stuff fly off. It's a yard sale.
I do wonder, what would Shane's reaction be if, like, Cliff Marlowe called at this moment? Like, how would he describe Cliff Marlowe?
Hot. He has eyes.
Well, but remember, Cliff Marlowe in the books is very different from show Cliff Marlowe. Because it's Cliff Marlowe.
Ilya describes him as being a bit of an idiot. And also, like, kind of scrawny, right?
He pokes his head above the seat in front of Ilya. Like, I'm not imagining...
Yeah, I feel like he would just be, like, someone he plays with. Like, could care less.
Well, he says he's his best friend. Probably his best friend. But I think that's out of, like, who else is it gonna be?
Who else do I have in Boston? Because that's also the thing, like, Ilya not going back to Russia this summer, because unlike the show, he had no plans to go back to Russia. He's like, I don't have any close friends in Boston.
But I also think that if Cliff had called, Ilya would not have answered.
Yes, I agree.
Like, he just would not have answered. So here, before we get into the scene, this is your friendly reminder that this scene is vitally important, and it's not just spice for spice's sake. The scene is actually very important.
Do people come at you and say this scene is not important?
No, people are just, a lot of people, when they adapted it, they were like, I wish they'd left this out. And I was like, no, you can't.
No.
Shane has to do something quote unquote bad.
So they can, like, get that conversation out of the way. Yeah.
It is a little bit naughty.
And it, yeah.
Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty.
How's your head? No, complete.
We're about to find out. So, Shane answers the phone and he's like, how's the baby?
And I love that Ilya's like, haha, Shane forgot the baby's name.
I love that Shane's like, it's a baby. I don't know. Like, we see Shane as like this golden boy who knows everybody and he probably remembers everybody's kids' names and asks, you know, oh, how are your kids? How's this kid? Blah, 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 blah. No, he can't even remember his best friend's new baby's name. And they're all on theme. Yeah, but all the kids have a themed name. It's the same theme, and he still can't remember.
He's been concussed, okay? He's having major relationship development.
He's concussed
Who gives a
and he's
shit
getting
about a baby?
Wow, he has impressive memory for being gay.
There's a lot of different kind of head stuff happening. There's the head he's getting from Ilya. There's the head that's concussed. Like,
He's supposed to remember a name. I also love, is she good? As opposed to, like, is she bad?
How's
She's a baby.
How's she doing?
It's giving that meme that's like, so, you want a beer? He's 4! I don't know what to do!
So Ilya decides to just be a terrible 2-year-old, as terrible 2-year-olds like to do. He drops to his... No, I'm kidding.
he stands in front of Shane and just kind of looks at his crotch seductively.
To be fair, he does wait 5 minutes before
He
doing
does.
this.
That's
a
longer
long
than
time.
That's longer than show, Ilya, for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
honestly, Shane should have been like, hey, I really can't talk right now. At that point, 5 minutes? Brother. That's very patient. And so he's staring at that thing.
Uh-huh. Shane shakes his head. Ilya then undoes the button on his shorts. Shane shakes his head again. But Ilya's like, he's not actually stopping me, though.
I love that. Like, because Shane could stop him. He's an adult. He could end it.
Shane is the bottom that wants Ilya to beat him the fuck up. He can say no whenever he wants, and Ilya will respect that. Shane, for the most part, holds the majority of the power in
Getting
this
checked
relationship.
into the boards for Shane is foreplay. Like, come on.
Come on, what?
I do have to say, lounging around the house in shorts with a button is insane behavior.
Can I confess something?
Confess.
I've done this before. I also lounge around in the house sometimes, like, fully in jeans, buttoned up.
What
Are
the
you
fuck is
okay?
wrong with you?
Are you okay?
I don't want to take off my pants sometimes, I say as I'm currently recording this without pants.
Oh, no.
Until about the age of 14, you guys are going to think I'm a psychopath.
We already do.
I slept in jeans.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
No.
I did.
That's not the worst thing I've heard from you.
Every night.
What's the worst?
Every
Why?
night?
Wait, for
Did you,
me?
like-
Every night.
Did you change into, like, PJ jeans? Or were they, like, your outside jeans?
What the fuck are PJ jeans?
Private jet jeans.
I think it would make it a little better if you had, like, a pair of PJ jeans.
Designated pajama jeans.
I would sleep in whatever I had worn.
I've
Your
been living in New York
outside
too long.
clothes?
That's yeah. We've been living in New York too long. That seems like heinous.
Yep.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
And you also have to think back then, a lot of our jeans were like elastic, you know? They were all
They-
very stretchy.
Capris. Yeah.
I never wore capris, but
Oh.
yes.
You were cooler than me. Just admit it. You were cooler than me. Did you shop at Limited too?
I don't think I was allowed. Mal and I just talked with my godmother, and my godmother was like, I wouldn't let your godsister shop at Limited too because it was too sexual. Yeah.
Interesting.
My mom loved Limited too. I was allowed to shop at Limited too. I
So
wasn't allowed to wear the
anyway.
like lacy tank tops though.
Okay, was it scandalous? Now I'm like, okay, sorry.
Yeah. Oh, well, in our culture. So, the schlong is out, y'all.
But Shane is not hard, notably. And so Ilya stops for a second to kind of gauge whether Shane is actually into this little game that they're playing or if he like actually needs him to stop. Consent King.
I love how this is written. I appreciate how this is written. It's not ambiguous. It's not like implied. This is a thought process that we get to go through with Ilya of, I sit back on my heels and go, I need to gauge if he's actually into this.
Because I'll stop. Yeah.
And he would absolutely stop. But so like Shane bites his lip and Ilya's like, oh, done
It's
for.
on.
He's in.
It's so on. And so we have this conversation. Shane tells Hayden that his mom is calling and he mutes the phone and he tells Ilya to knock it off. And Ilya says, I think you want it. And Shane says, and Ilya says, no. And Shane says, it's fucking creepy.
Not only is he like, oh, I know you want it, he feigns ignorance. He's like, what are you talking about? What do you think I'm doing? I think you want this. And I'm like, oh, I love Toxic Top Ilya right now.
I really wanted to flag. There are a couple things I'm going to be like, flag this, flag that. So Ilya does not say, you want it. He says, I think you want it. He still gives him space to be like, actually, I don't.
Right. And like you mentioned before, like he knows how to read Shane's body language so well too.
It's calling back to, you're such an asshole. I think you like it.
And he does.
He does. He does.
Also, we slightly skipped over my ick which I'm just gonna say, and this isn't like an IRL thing. This is just like in a fan fiction or in smut kind of thing. I hate soft cock. I really do. I don't know how to explain it, but the description of Ilya, pulling his shorts down and being like, ah, yeah, soft cock, and then watching it grow, I'm like, I don't know why I get icked out by it. In real life, I'm fine with it. In reading it, I'm like, no, disgusting. Please stop.
Robert, my ick is the word balls, so it's fine.
To be real, Robert, actually, when I was reading this over, I was like, I don't really like that. Like, I didn't love that description. So I think
where my hose at? I loved it.
That's just you, Camille.
Camille's a freak.
So
what the fuck was that laugh?
That's crazy. No. Part of this that sends me to the moon is when Shane's like, later, okay? And Ilya's like, I might not want to later. Fucking liar. You want to jump that man's bones at every opportunity. Fuck off.
He said, I might not want
to later.
Okay, now another flag. I won't touch you. I will say that in the show, I know some people don't like that we bring up the show as much as we do. We're not. Oops. No, it's okay. Bear with me. I'm just saying. I was not a fan of Ilya touching his legs in the show. Not that I thought it was a problem. Like, I get it's fine, whatever. It's not like I'm like, ew. I'm just like, I liked it in the book. He literally does not touch him.
See, I think Connor's story is at his cutest when he has his chin on Shane's knee looking up at him. So I'd be sad if we didn't get that.
I won't touch you. If you don't get hard, I won't do anything. Deal? And Shane says, I won't get hard. He accepted the challenge. That's him accepting the challenge. That is him saying, sick.
No, because if he was not into it, he would be like, Ilya, no, seriously, like, save it for later. And Ilya would back off. But he never actually says no. The words no never come out of his mouth.
He does say stop it, knock it off. And so that's important to consider. But it's also very important to remember the context of this situation, right?
Yeah.
Is that they have been sexually intimate for 7 years now.
Right.
They have built a language together. And so
they know each other pretty well.
And when he says, I think you want it, Shane more or less agrees.
Right.
But he also, so he does want it, but if he had said, I don't want it, Ilya would have stopped. He has before.
Yeah, because he says, I think you want it. Shane says, I mean. And then Ilya says, no. And he says, it's fucking creepy. It's still not a no.
Yeah, he's just kind of like, should I want it?
The lady doth protest too much. And so we, in the past, we've had, you're scared, I'm not scared. And Ilya goes, okay, so next time.
Mm-hmm.
Ilya's not pushing. He never has. Even the first time that they do anal, he literally says, we don't have to do it tonight. We don't have to do that tonight. And Shane's like, no, I want to. Ilya has never once tried to make Shane do something that he genuinely didn't want to do. It's not like Ilya is master manipulator and master baiter. He is a master baiter, though. He does bait Shane into so many things.
Such a rage baiter.
He's such a master baiter. And he knows that Shane can't say no to a challenge, but it's not like he's making Shane do things that he knows Shane doesn't want to do, right? He would never do that. That's just, and you have to consider the context of who we know this character to be.
Right. And even slightly jumping ahead, and we can jump back. Like, there's even moments during this when Ilya's like, is he gonna stop me? Like, is he gonna hang up the phone? Like, he's even surpassing what Ilya thought this would turn into.
Mm-hmm.
Freak for freak.
Shane is in control.
The one thing that I think Shane's a little bit right about here, though, is that, like, when you think about it from Hayden's end, it is a little creepy. Like, it reminds me a little bit of that meme, that's like the myth of consensual sex. Isn't there somebody you forgot to ask? And then it's like the couple and then Jesus, and the couple's like, I consent, and Jesus is like, I don't. So I did make that meme. But it's Hollanov being like, I consent, and Hayden being like, I don't. Because, like, he doesn't actually consent to being a part of this thing. And, like, we can hope that, like, he's none the wiser and has no idea what's going on, and, like, it's not weird, but, like, Emily, I'll send you my meme.
No, send me,
Oh, I
send me
just
the
did.
meme.
I already did.
Oh, okay, great.
Oh.
We will post the meme probably on Threads because I did work hard on it and I had to like make the pictures transparent to make it work. So like I did put a total of like I make a lot of memes using like my Instagram story on my phone.
Get a meme generator pro, like the pros. Like,
I
Okay,
use
I
Cap
want to be a
Cut.
pro. I want to put in a grand total of 2 minutes of effort.
as the artist formerly known as the damn meme page, you could have asked me to make this, but oh well.
Robert, I did a good job. Look at my fucking meme.
No.
I definitely agree with the Hayden thing, but I also think that my brain kind of like it's just one of those moments where I'm like, I'm suspending reality. It's a little romance book, you know.
Right.
But I also I acknowledge that there is definitely a double standard in my head here. Like I'll admit that.
I agree. But yeah, I mean, he's average, remember? So
I agree.
doesn't
There's
matter.
a double standard in your head.
I agree. Yeah, this is the part I don't love this sentence. Undersexed, his poor undersexed dick soft. Say that 10 times fast.
I don't know that you can both say that this is the only time you've ever seen his dick soft and also say that it's undersexed. Like, you've seen his dick a lot, and this is the only time you've ever seen it soft. I don't think that's undersexed.
I can't believe for the entire time they've been hooking up, Shane has been rock hard.
Yeah.
That's flagpole Shane Hollander. Here he comes.
For an erection lasting more than 7 years, go to the fucking hospital.
No, he bagged a 10. He bagged a 10. Because he's like, whenever I'm around, hard.
He bagged a 10 with a 9. You gotta be hard for that all the time.
I wrote a whole paragraph about this. Okay.
About the
so,
undersexed dick?
Yes.
All right.
Now, didn't
Why?
Yes.
I? Okay.
What?
That's my question. Why?
Now's a good time to feed your cat.
So I had to clarify what undersexed meant because I'm not familiar with that word, right? And so it typically means low sex drive. However, it has sometimes been used to mean not aroused. So what I think is happening here is that Rachel is using undersexed instead of flaccid in this context. My opinion.
Because flaccid
It's
is a
my
horrible
opinion.
word.
And so I think it's just not enough of a one-to-one swap to work well. But I think that's what she was going for. And I swear to God, if someone in the comments is like, you're being parasocial by assuming you knew what she meant. I'm reading her fucking book. You're assuming you knew what anything means. Fuck off. Anyway, so I just think that it's not one-to-one enough to work, okay? However, on the other hand, in comparison to Ilya, Shane does have a low sex drive. Or a lower sex drive. He isn't jerking off every day. Like from Ilya's POV, he could very well consider Shane's libido to be low. Shane isn't hooking up with dozens of people like Ilya is. So it's not, from Ilya's POV, it is not an unfair description. But one other thing I wanted to say is that I wanted to clarify because I had a feeling that somebody else might not know this word the way, like I was like, what exactly does this mean? And they might misunderstand it and not clarify. Undersex does not mean small. That is not what's being said here. It does not mean small.
Shane is hung like a horse.
Yeah. No, that's canon.
Like a whore.
Like a horse.
Sally was a whore. And
Horse is a
so
horse, of course, of course.
that was my rant about it.
Yeah.
Thank you. And you should say it.
Thank you.
Shane starts getting hard, because of course he does.
No, okay, that's my ick. Just don't stop saying plump. Stop saying plumped up. That to me is what I can't do. I can't do
He's
that.
just a little plumped up.
No.
Quirked up, but
You can
plumped up.
still be a baddie, but a little bit plumped up. Oh, God. I can't believe y'all got to see that live. That makes me mad.
We sure did. We sure did.
Yay.
I want Emily to make me a little quirked up bracelet. Not Emily. Miranda.
Okay. Emily's
I
like,
will,
wait,
I guess.
Emily, make me a bracelet. No.
I've been begging
I was
her
looking
for
at
one
your
that
name as I
says-
said it, and so I read Emily.
I have been begging her for one that says IYWMTGMKOTFBF. Have you caught on at all?
You lost me at the second letter.
No.
If you want me to get on my knees on this filthy bathroom floor,
Oh.
that's what I want.
Oh.
Is a necklace with like pearls and that. And I've been telling her for weeks, over a month now, and she's like, "Oh, I keep forgetting." And I'm like, "I'll beat you up." Anyway, okay.
Back to plumped up.
Ilya watched it for a minute, enjoying the rare, intimate spectacle. Shane's hand curled into a fist at his side. His eyes were squeezed shut, like he was trying to stop his erection from happening through concentration. It wasn't working at all. That is funny as fuck to me. Shane's like literally like a grumpy child, like.
Fellas, is it gay to try and stop your erection from happening from the guy who's jerking you off?
Yeah. Sign off below.
Hollander, I just woke up. What is jorking?
What is plumped up?
Hollander, someone called me a quirked up white boy. What does that mean?
And like, that's the thing too. It's like Shane might not have a lower libido, but like when he is around Ilya, it's like they be fucking. And
that's
I think
where...
it's like, yeah, and he also, but like when he's alone, it's like he almost like, it's almost a test of his like patience and perfectionism to like hold out almost. That's me kind of like reading into the long game a little bit. I need to stop going ahead. Sorry.
No, you're good because we do that.
Yeah, so Ilya goes straight for the balls. And I said, Shane may be hard, but I am not. Something about the word balls. Like, okay, listen, I have to admit I am not turned off by dicks all the time. Like, on a woman? Sure. Hell yeah. The word balls, regardless, I'm just like, something about it. I'm like, it's a desert down there. Like, stop fucking saying balls. I don't know. I can't explain it. Soft dick. Robert is turned off.
It's hard now. You can come back.
Fuck that.
So Ilya's taking his time. He enjoys making Shane squirm. Ilya glanced up at him. Shane stared right back, cheeks flushed and eyes challenging. Flag. Ilya couldn't believe Shane hadn't hung up yet. Did he really want Ilya to make him come while he was still on the phone? Ilya kept going, and Shane's voice got more and more strained. And how on earth was Hayden not noticing this? Well,
Hayden has a new baby at home. Okay, this is the first time Hayden has talked to an adult person.
Town.
He's like, is my baby crying in the background?
No, that's Shane.
Also, Hayden's wife just had a baby. He hasn't gotten a blowjob in weeks. Okay.
He forgot what it sounds like.
I was gonna say, you could hear one coming from a mile away. Ilya kept going, and Shane's voice got more and more strained. And how on earth was Hayden not noticing this? Shane's thighs trembled under Ilya's hands, the muscles in his stomach flexing, and Ilya was fascinated to see how Shane was going to handle this, because he was definitely about to come. Shane pulled the phone away from his ear and frantically hit the mute button. Ah, fuck.
Incredible.
And then he, like, catches his breath, unmutes, and tells Hayden, sorry, bad connection out here sometimes.
My mom can be so annoying. Oh, wait, that was earlier. But I just love that he's going with this bit of like, oh, my mom, bad connection.
Yeah, actually he's having a very good connection with his soon-to-be boyfriend. So, like...
Definite connecting happening. And so Ilya, because Ilya is not actually trying to get them caught, scrambles to the couch to smother his own laughter with a pillow. And then Shane ends up ending a call, and he jumps onto the couch, and he starts beating Ilya with a pillow and saying, fuck you. And they kind of have this cute back and forth. And Shane says, why was that so hot? And this is why this scene had to be in the show. This is why this scene is so important.
Yes.
Because you like to
quote.
be bad, Shane Hollander. And whoa, saying those exact words twisted something inside of Ilya. He was just teasing Shane, but he wondered how true those words were. Was that perhaps all this was to Shane? Rebellion? Was that all he was to Shane? His worry must have shown on his face because Shane stopped hitting him with the pillow. He's been hitting him this entire time.
That's
it was like, my world is crumbling, and Shane's like, fuck you, fuck you.
Shane's like, I'm beating you with this pillow.
Shane would love to explode Ilya with his mind, but he can't. So the next best thing he can do is beat him with this pillow.
Oh, I was going to say explode him. But so he pulled Ilya's hand to his mouth and kissed his palm. That's not why I do this with you. Maybe it was when we started. I don't know, but it isn't now. And it hasn't been for a long time.
I also think that is such, like, props to both of them in this moment. Ilya is voicing a real insecurity. And also, that could be so easy to breeze over, that sentence. Like, not even in a cruel way.
But he didn't say it out loud.
No, but even because you like to be bad? Yeah, exactly. But, like, because you like to be bad, Shane Hollander. Like, that could be breezed
Good on
past.
Shane for picking up on what was happening.
Like, that is very perceptive to be like, fuck. Like, I'm acknowledging that.
It continues. Ilya moved the hand Shane was holding to brush the hair out of Shane's eyes. Okay, why do you do it now? He wanted to ask, but he was scared of the answer. So instead, he pulled Shane down for a kiss. Because the answer is, I love you.
Tell me you love me. Please, God, just tell me.
But also, they both have had the thought that, like, I'm scared that I'm going to say something that's, like, going to change everything forever. And that something is I
Right.
love you. Like, they are both so scared of saying it. And they're like, I don't know how to stop myself from saying it. But also, like, I'm doing everything I can to stop myself from saying it because we can't come back from saying it.
So they're saying in different ways, yeah.
The two of them are quite literally being like, fellas, is it gay to have 2 weeks alone with the man that you can admit that you're in love with and make burgers and do domestic things? Is that gay? We can go back.
And like the going in for a kiss is like using that intimacy instead of asking or answering a question. It's like,
The funny thing is, though, we've had, like, 10 different points of no return, right?
Right.
sure.
The penultimate one is in this chapter, though.
Yeah. The first one is like, okay, we hooked up at all, period, the end. The next one is like, okay, we did, like, anal. The next one is, okay, you're coming to my cottage. Okay, the next one, every time they're like, we can't come back from this. We can't come back from this. Like, nothing's ever going to be the same again.
Even before I'm coming to the cottage is, will you come to my cottage? That's a point of no return. You invited him, bro. That's gay.
Listen, I didn't say all 10 of our moments.
Also saying I love you out loud in Russian.
So then Ilya asks, how's Hayden?
So you love Hayden.
So you love Hayden. So here I want to, like, if I may, explain the joke to anyone who might not get it. He says, how's Hayden? Because he knows, like, Shane has no fucking clue. That's the joke. Shane has retained none of that information. He has no fucking clue. He doesn't remember that baby's name. You can ask him right now. He still doesn't know.
And I think it's also just like, Ilya doesn't give a shit.
No.
He's just asking to get a rise out of Shane. Like,
Right. And he could be like, hey, Shane, how's Hayden's new baby, Sapphire? And he'd be like, oh, good. Like, okay. So they both laugh hysterically. And again, there's so much laughter in these chapters. There's so much making up for lost time here at the cottage. Like, what do you mean we're beating each other to death with pillows and racing sea-doos and cooking for... Shane is cooking for Ilya now. And, like, this is domestic bliss. This is the answer to when am I going to have you for as long as I want.
This is the start of that.
Right. And so now we're cutting to Ilya. And he's plotting and he's scheming and he's planning, but it's not really going very well. And there's a quote that says he couldn't see a realistic scenario where he and Shane were anything more than what they were now. He wasn't even sure what he wanted them to be. When his imagination was reckless enough to conjure images of the two of them together as a couple, living together, married? Fuck. It was ridiculous.
bro, you're already thinking of marriage? It's only been 7 years. Slow down. It's a little too soon.
No. And like similar with Shane, like a chapter back, he's like, oh, he could meet my parents. Wait, that's crazy. Don't get ahead of yourself. Whoa, brother. Yeah.
You've been fucking this guy since you were 19, my dude.
To be fair, here's the thing, is because they've been building these emotions for so long, I don't have a problem with them already, or at least Ilya at this point, internally being like, damn, I would love a future where we could get married. Like, as far as he knows, he's known Shane for 9 years total, been fucking him for 7. That's a long time to know someone. I think that's fine. Listen, I said I love you after a month dating, and I'm engaged a little under 3 years. I think I'm not like the expert to talk about this.
Ilya is sitting out in an Adirondack chair, and Shane is suddenly there and asks if Ilya's okay. And it says, Ilya jerked to attention to find Shane wearing only a bathing suit, which sounds slutty, but I'm like, that's like shorts. Calm down.
Yeah.
Standing in front of the Adirondack chair Ilya was sitting in. He had a book in his hand and glasses on his face, and he was frowning down at Ilya like a concerned lifeguard/librarian.
That's Ilya's wet dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, because Shane is probably, well, but he's probably not, because I can't see him swimming.
Sensory nightmare. He would not. Yeah, no, not with a book. What would we brand this expression as if we have the scrunched confusion face?
What do you mean? Like, what
And
would it look like?
the what's the disapproval one? Wait, Scrub Fusion, something disapproval.
Ilya like brands Shane's different expressions as scrunched confusion and something disapproval, stern disapproval, or something like that.
I think Ilya would just call this one hot. The glasses are on, bitch. That's all he's thinking about.
So Shane says, Ilya's like, it was nothing. And Shane pushes. He says, it seems like you were thinking about something heavy. I love that. I love that Shane pushes.
I feel like Shane's real motivation for being like, will you be honest for these few weeks is, can I push? Can I ask as many questions as I want? Because this man is the fucking Riddler, okay? He wants to ask a million questions.
Yeah, and don't shut me down this time. Yeah.
Have you seen the edit? And it's like Shane Hollander and his questions, and there's like a span in the middle of the video, and it's just Shane going, what? What?
I bet he drove his parents crazy as a toddler, because this feels like he feels like he'd be the kind of kid that's like, okay, Shane, you have to eat your broccoli. Why? Shane, you have to take a shower. Why? Or just like the kids were like, what's that? What's that?
So Ilya says that he wishes he was drafted by a Canadian team because it would have made things easier. I also really like this next line is things? What? Like, what do you mean? Because I think it's interesting that Shane tries to think up what Ilya could be saying and then is just like, I don't got it. What do you mean? Rather than trying to assume that he knows or trying to like go too far to figure out, he's just like, what do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Because I think this is definitely something that you don't want to make an assumption about and be wrong. Like, you don't want to be like, things like me? Like a real relationship with me? Because if you're wrong, that's mortifying.
Yeah. And I think that Shane wants to understand what Ilya is talking about, but he's actually putting in the effort to understand.
Easing his own anxiety, too, simultaneously, because that boy's anxious. Mm-hmm. Retweet.
So Shane asks if Ilya's in danger because he talks about Russia not being good for Russians like him and America not being good for Russians. And Ilya's like, no, I'm not in danger, but I'm very careful and I would like to not have to be careful. And I'm like, I would like to not have to be, AKA, I would like to marry you and play on the same team together.
I would like to be able to be in a relationship with you.
Kiss you on the ice.
Kiss you on the milk ice.
Kiss you on the milk ice.
Would it be romantic if we kissed under the stars on the milk ice?
In the spotlight of the milk ice.
It kind of kills me that Shane thinks that things might get better in America and maybe in Russia too, because like, this was 2017, right? Okay, so that man was in his first term. In my opinion, things have only gotten worse. Wishful thinking from Shane there, I think. Anyway, so Ilya says he's been thinking of moving to a Canadian team when he's a free agent next season. His first thought is Montreal, but he shuts that down because Montreal couldn't afford both of them. But good God, now Ilya was imagining that. Playing together, living together, being together. It was never going to happen, but it was a nice thought.
Okay.
All right, it's never going to happen. And so I will say, I've seen people say that it feels like Shane is just kind of trying to slot Ilya into his life as neatly as possible, and like Shane is not giving up near as much as Ilya. But I think people kind of disregard the fact that, like, Ilya doesn't want to be American. He wants to be Canadian. He is already thinking of moving to a Canadian team. Like, It is Ilya's idea to move teams. And, I mean, book Ilya does have less in Boston than show Ilya does, but also, like, he is still the one who brings it up. And, like, I have read many a fanfic where, like, Shane goes to Boston or goes to New York instead. Those are fun. Those are great. However, I don't think that this is the wrong move here. Like, I don't think that we can be mad at Shane for not being the one to move teams because, like, he's also not the one who's a free agent.
Shane is not a free agent. Shane has a reputation of being reliable and good in the snow, right? And, like, this is... I've said this before, this is a part of Shane's journey in the long game, is that he has to learn to love Ilya better in a practical way, in a way that benefits Ilya in the way that Ilya needs in the moment, right? The long game is great, but I need you here now, too. I need more now. And so, like, to his credit, he does learn, right? He does get better about it. He cannot just be a perfect partner to Ilya out of the gate. That doesn't make any sense. It's not believable. It's not realistic. And people, like, characters that don't make mistakes are boring.
Yeah. You also can't read people's minds. Yeah.
And then, out of nowhere, Ilya's like, I could marry Svetlana.
Oof.
And so, this is the following night. They're playing pool. And Shane is, like, so caught off guard by this that he misses the shot and kind of, like, frowns at the ball for a second. And he's like, I would have made that shot if Ilya hadn't just casually dropped my worst nightmare on me.
And then he goes, oh?
I love that there's been a couple of things that he has described as his nightmare in these chapters.
Yeah.
One of which is the paparazzi outs them and his parents find out he's doing gay stuff with Ilya Rozanov, and also Ilya marries Svetlana.
Being gay.
No, the mental image that gets conjured up at Shane missing the ball is so funny. But also, like, what do you mean that's your worst nightmare? Just say you love him, you gay boy. Just say it out loud.
This is also very funny after Ilya was just like, I don't think I want American citizenship. Like, I think I need to move to a Canadian team and becomes Canadian. But also, what if I married an American woman?
And Shane's like, just say psych.
Say psych right now, or I will break this pool stick.
It's always funny to watch that scene and see Hudson's face just like, that man's about to kill you.
And himself. He is blowing up this cottage with both of us inside.
And so Shane thinks about wanting to snap his pool stick over his, what I put, tree trunk thigh. And honestly, like, that's fair. And I love seeing this anger in him. Like, that's his man. He's got to the point where that is inextricably his man. And so the thought makes him pissed. And I'm like, I love when Shane gets pissed about the things that he loves.
Mm-hmm.
When Shane feels passion like that.
I also feel like bringing this up at all is not necessarily Ilya actually wanting this. This is Ilya proposing something for the future, being like, what do you think about this, Shane? Would you maybe want to marry me instead?
It's gauging the reaction.
Yeah, even if you're not ready to admit that quite yet, but like, what future do you see? Because I have this option. It's not necessarily the option that I want.
This goes hand in hand with we should get married.
Yeah, not to each other.
Not to each other.
Obviously, I know you meant not to each other, Shane lied.
But I will break this pool, Q, yeah.
I will break it and I will stab you with it. But Shane says, you know, he had to say the next part. It had been eating away at him for too long. You want to get married, right? To a woman. I mean, you're not like me. You like women. And I'm sure Svetlana is gorgeous and fun and all that stuff, right?
But you see, Ilya has this problem.
And he's blushing.
God, down bad, catastrophic. This shit, we are reaching the end of situationship.
Oh, God.
Guys, I don't think this is a situationship anymore. I gotta be so honest.
I'm kind of getting the vibe, like last time Shane had his dick in his mouth, I kind of had the thought that maybe this wasn't a situationship anymore.
It's giving married.
I think maybe. So, Ilya's problem. I like women.
Yes, I think so, probably.
I like women. I always was thinking that to get married would be nice. Kids, all of that, someday. But this problem will not go away. It's so annoying. Always I am with beautiful women. Wonderful women. Everywhere. These women, they are so sexy and fun, but is no matter. I cannot stop thinking about this short fucking hockey player with these stupid freckles and a weak backhand. And he is just so boring, and he drives a terrible car, and that is my problem. All of these beautiful women, and I am always wishing they were him.
I love that even, you know, when he's professing something so vulnerable, he's still like chirping him. Yeah. And he's still drawing it out.
Short. He calls him short. He calls his freckles stupid. He calls his backhand weak and his car terrible, and also calls him boring. That is 5 separate insults. And then he's like, but every woman I have ever fucked, I've wished was you.
Doesn't compare to you.
But that butt boy, ooh!
Fuck, man. That's crazy. And Shane is grinning like an idiot.
And Ilya just goes back to playing pool.
I know, and I love, too, that he's still like, but do you want that problem to go away? Like, is it actually an issue? And he's like, no, stupid, beautiful idiot.
No, Ilya said seriously, looking Shane dead in the eye. I do not want the problem to ever go away. Don't marry Svetlana.
Don't marry Svetlana.
Shane blurted out. Ilya raised an eyebrow. Just don't. I know it wouldn't be for love or whatever, but don't. We can figure something else out, okay? Ilya looked surprised, but he nodded.
This is what Ilya was looking for. Like, he was looking for...
I couldn't.
Some reaction from Shane that indicates that, like, okay, he does feel things for me. Like, he wants a future. We don't know what that looks like, but, like, there are feelings there, and, like, he doesn't want me to marry someone else. Like, this is so fucking good. I'm gnawing at the bars of my enclosure.
Ilya's doing this and he's like, shit, I don't think this is a situationship anymore.
Okay, well, what do you think is at the end of I couldn't? Like, I couldn't live with that? I couldn't...
Mm-hmm. I couldn't handle it.
I couldn't handle it. I couldn't see that, yeah.
I couldn't take it. I couldn't. Just I couldn't.
I couldn't, period, yeah.
I couldn't do it.
I couldn't. He couldn't.
No, I know. Yeah, I would take them all out with me. So later on, Ilya suggests that he can go to a team in the West, right? So that the rivalry isn't as big of a deal. And then Shane is like, but then we'd only play each other twice a year. Like, we'd only see each other twice a year. And Ilya's like, well, you make a sacrifice for future gain, right? And Shane's like, future gain?
The future?
You're thinking about the future with me? Wait, do you like me?
Shane, I've been inside you.
So the rivalry has been huge, and Ilya suggests that maybe they can help it try to fade away a little bit. And Shane says, yeah. And then he's getting
Shane gets
excited.
really excited.
And he says, yeah. I don't like the idea of you being so far, but we could make people forget all about us as rivals, and maybe no one would care about us at all one day. One day. Yes, boys. I'm sorry, there are many podcasters who are going to have a lot of things to say about you. This podcast right here.
I think regardless, like, that seems a little bit unrealistic. Like, I think, like, okay, Michael Jordan doesn't play basketball anymore, but, like, no one has forgotten who he is.
I mean, I don't know who Michael Jordan's fucking, but...
Now you're gonna look it up, though.
I think that this would be, like, big enough news, and these are big enough names that, like, they're never gonna fully fade into obscurity, and, like, this is going to be a massive news story whenever it happens. But
and that
when
is
they are
the flaw
retired,
in Shane's plan, always.
when they're retired, there is less risk, because it's like you can't lose a career that's over, but...
Well, he doesn't feel like he's anyone without hockey.
Shane's plans always hinge on, I will fade. I will fade. I will fade. When I fade, when I'm obscure, when I'm not in the, when I'm, what are you going to do, Shane? You're going to be commentating on hockey. You're going to be coaching. You're going to be something. That's the natural career path. Like, what, you're just going to stop working? No.
But I mean, kind of like what Emily said, that Shane doesn't think he's anything without hockey. Like, I think he thinks when he's not playing anymore, like, he's just gonna kind of cease to exist and just, like...
It's like that meme of the kid just, like, doing a peace sign and then fading from existence. That's what he imagines is gonna happen to him eventually.
Because I'm thinking of, like, one of my favorite goalies. He retired, and it's not like he just, like, stopped working. He moved back to Finland, but now, for the team that he retired from here, he's, like, a scout in Finland, and he's a goaltending coach. He's still working, he's just not playing. PK Subban retired. He's on TV commentating now on, like, ESPN or something. They all... Wayne Gretzky's making a fool of himself.
Is he? I don't know what Wayne Gretzky's up to.
He literally the other night just said that the Canadians are all Montreal has right now.
The women just won the Walter Cup. Are you fucking kidding me?
Exactly. Like, you dipshit. So anyway, Shane smiles shyly at Ilya, and Ilya grins back, and they both sat there smiling stupidly at each other while they thought about the possibility of one day.
That day's here. That day is here. Kind of. I have another idea.
Mr. Krabs, I have another idea.
So I like how the plotting and the scheming skips through time. We don't, like, stay in these moments with them. We get to see how long they've been ruminating over this by skipping through with them. And so Shane, Mr. Logistics, Una Hollander's son, Shane, has a plan. But in the same vein that I said in the show, that it seems like Shane has a plan to a point, and that's when he hits a wall. And then he wakes up Ilya and is like, I have a plan. And so he starts poking the bear, the Russian bear tattoo. Yeah. I love
Right, yeah, because in case you forgot, he does have a bear tattoo.
Yeah. At what point in this book did we stop talking about the bear tattoo?
We all are over it.
The bear in the room. Address me.
Undress me.
Boo.
That was funny.
Boo.
So Shane suggests that Ilya play for Ottawa because he's like, I've got to keep my side piece here close. I need my main man here close to me. You can't be too far away from me. And Ilya's like, we would still be rivals, dipshit. And Shane's like, yeah, I know.
He's like, wrong.
Like, wrong. No. Shane says Ottawa needs a star center.
And also they need a new goalie and a gay reformed asshole right wing and also a new Swiss rookie and all my near and dear precious friends.
They need everyone.
They actually need Ottawa needs a lot, actually.
Everyone is here.
Because who do they have right now? Bood? And that's it? Okay, great. Zane Boudram is carrying the Centaurs, and he's not doing a good job of it.
Oh.
He's doing a damn good barbecue, but not damn good hockey, okay?
So Shane is like, we can change the narrative. The what? What the fuck with these words, Hollander? I'm tired.
That's like when you said sea-doo, and I'm like, what the fuck is that word?
What?
See-do.
What the fuck with these words, Camille? I'm tired.
We did get a comment on YouTube, because I think when we talked about episode 6, we talked about the, like, him not knowing the word narrative, but, like, he knows the words, like, genetic, and later in this chapter, he, like, knows the word agony. So, someone on YouTube, Ilta Kunala? I'm gonna say that's how you say that, sorry if it's not. They said, in Russian language, there is the word agony and also genetic that derives from the same Greek word and sounds much like the English equivalent, but there is no word similar to narrative, so it's very natural that, like, Ilya would understand the first two, but not the third.
Very interesting.
That is
Yeah,
interesting.
I was like, wow, linguistics, crazy.
Linguistics. We all learned something.
And Shane says, sorry, I just mean we would still be rivals on the ice, but we wouldn't have to pretend to be enemies. I mean, lots of guys have friends all over the league, but we're like the only guys who have the whole story built around them where we can't stand each other and love nothing more than destroying each other every time our teams meet. And Ilya's like, well, it's kind of true. And Shane's like, well, yeah, but not now, right? And Ilya says, right.
I mean, it's still half true, because I think they love nothing more than destroying each other every time their teams meet, regardless of, like, how much they love each other. It's the we can't stand each other part that needs to start to change.
So the plan is Ilya plays for Ottawa, Shane plays for Montreal. The cities are an hour apart. False, Shane. They are 2 hours apart. You should know this by now.
And you
I was
will
actually
know
thinking, I was going to say, when you have a butt plug in, you drive fast. So I guess that's how you make it a 1 hour trip.
The riskiest thing Shane Hollander has ever done.
No, he's rounding down because he's like, no, it'll be fine. They're only an hour apart. It's fine.
He's selling the deal. He's making it sound, yeah. It's not
They're
$2.
only
Did
an
I start
hour?
walking now?
It's not $2. It's $1.99. Okay, hear
That
me.
being said, one of my favorite things in like romance, fictional romance, obviously, is when
Soft cock.
God, is when character A is like, I'm in danger, I need help. I'll be there soon. How far are you? An hour away. I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Oh, I know. Like, how? How you doing that, bud?
Breaking every fucking law ever.
They start a charity together, something that benefits both cities, so that people see them working together on something. They make up a story about how Shane approached Ilya, or Ilya approached Shane. The point is, we tell the press, the fans, everyone, that by working together on the cause that means so much to both of us, we've developed a mutual respect for each other. Yes, and also we are fucking each other. Any questions?
Yeah, who's top, who's bottom?
And he says, fuck off. This is a great idea, Rozanov. The taunting, the teasing, that's Rozanov. This is their careers. This is Rozanov. And so they'll be an hour or two apart working on a charity, and Ilya will be in Canada so he can apply for citizenship. And then maybe someday, when they retire, they can be together for real. And remember, the plan is not to be together and come out at some point. The plan is to be closeted until
Keep
after they retire. Well after they retire. More than a decade. Like, this plan's not bad, but this plan sucks ass. Just
Yeah.
saying.
And not in the fun way. Not in
No. Yeah.
the... Yeah.
Not in the thank you way.
Yeah, exactly.
Not in the, oh my God, thank you. Yeah. Not in the way that you'll thank him and be embarrassed for. So Ilya looked stunned by that part. You really think that far ahead, Hollander? Hollander?
I do
about this. You want that to be together? I do. So much it terrifies me. Ilya turned his face away from Shane and was silent. Cold dread flooded Shane's stomach. He had admitted too much. I had tears in my eyes as I was reading this, you guys.
Yeah.
Because people don't say shit like this to Ilya Rozanov. Like, love is conditional for him. None of his local Boston teammates are really his friends. He said that at the end of the season. He was holed up at home alone because the ones that stayed in Boston aren't really friends of his. And with the fans, it's you played well today, I love you, or you played like shit today, you're worthless to me. Get out of my face. There's not a single person in his life saying, I love you, I want to make plans with you for 10 years in the future. His friends are, hey, you want to go out and get drunk tonight? It's not, hey, in 10 years, do you want to wake up next to me?
And love has always been, I think, transactional for him. It's been like, if you are good enough, we will love you. And no one has ever really shown him that they love him enough to, like, want to keep him around, regardless of what he is. Because, like, you don't know what he's going to be 10 years from now. Is he still going to be good at hockey? Who knows? But, like, you're making these plans. Like, you want to keep him around? That's romantic shit.
And I want to say this, it's going to sound insensitive, but as someone with depression, I want to say this. Ilya even includes his mom in that. His mom didn't love him enough to commit to staying with him. He didn't even mean enough to his mother. And it's not about him.
Not everything's about you, Hollander.
But
I do think that it's easy for that thought to sneak in when you already, like, when no love no one has stuck around, no one has loved you unconditionally. Like, I think it's easy to think that way.
Yeah, and even earlier when he was like, it's a sacrifice for like a long-term gain, or like, it's like he's had to make so many sacrifices because he thinks that's the only way it's going to pay off in the end for him.
But then Ilya turns back and rolls on top of Shane and is kissing him and murmuring the same thing in Russian over and over. And then he pulls back and translates, "I love you." Then Shane freezes, Ilya freezes, and Shane goes, "Holy shit."
Which is so real. It's so real.
So real.
Ilya's eyes were so wide and so scared. "I love you too," Shane said. Ilya gave a shaky smile and exhaled. "Thank Christ. Does it feel like agony for you too?"
Agony.
Ilya started to nod, then stopped. He shook his head slowly instead. "Not anymore."
Ugh.
Guys, I think I'm about to kill myself.
Put it in jar.
The jar has made $15 this episode so far, okay? Everyone needs to stop wanting to kill themselves.
I really like that we have back-to-back moments of, "Oh, I said too much" from the both of them, because they both have to have that final snap into place. They both have to have a moment of, "Oh, it wasn't too much." Because Shane is like, "Yes, I think this far ahead." And he's like, "Oh my God, I said too much." And then Ilya says, "I love you." And he's like, "Oh, fuck, I said too much." And they both have to have those reparative moments of going, "Oh, it wasn't." Okay. It's not a shared
you feel
moment.
this too.
They have to have their individual moments
Yeah.
of that validation of going, oh, it wasn't too much.
I'm not too much.
Okay.
I
can do this.
They are absolutely soulmates in every sense of the word.
The agony part would...
Agony.
How do you interpret that? I mean, I know it doesn't even need to be... But I kind of view it as, like, two-parter. Like, you just love someone so much that it, like, physically is painful. A two-paw. You, like, love someone so much it physically hurts. Yeah, the yearning hurts. But it's also, like, it's painful, especially right now, because of everything surrounding it.
I think that Shane needs the validation of being able to name something in the way that it feels for him and then have someone else say, "Yes, it feels that way for me." Because Shane is like, am I alone? And Ilya, it's the fact that Ilya has that moment where Shane gets to watch him change his answer, I think is important for Shane to heal and cross that bridge too. To see that there is a conflict there of being like, yes, well, my answer is changing in the moment.
Yeah, is the lack of agony because now he knows that you feel the same.
Now we be fucking, bro.
But this is in love sex. We are making love, guys.
This is boyfriends fucking.
Not yet. Not yet.
This is still a situationship, but it's less of a situation.
I'd say there's a situation.
It's a situation.
Sometimes there's a situation.
We've gone from situationship to situation. Wow. Wait, fuck, that means it's no longer officially a situationship. The meme's dead.
No, it's
the meme will never
dead.
die.
So Ilya feels like his smile is going to split his face. He's overwhelmingly happy. Shane is beaming up at him, eyes bright, freckles crinkled, and Ilya loved him. And Shane loved him. Holy fucking shit. Shane Hollander is in love with me. Shane Hollander, full name, in reverence. The Shane Hollander is in love with me. I won. I just won. Who else can say that? Nobody. I won. Shane Hollander?
Shane
This isn't Shane.
Hollander.
This isn't Hollander. This is Shane Hollander.
I will cry.
Every time Rachel chooses Shane or Hollander or Shane Hollander, there's a reason. And Ilya wants to kiss him, but he can't stop looking at him. And he says, we've come a long way, by the way, we've come a lot, but we've come a long way from not being able to look at each other.
We have come a lot. Yeah, that's true.
And so
now we can't stop looking at each other. We're looking at each other perhaps too much.
we're looking at each other so much that we can't even break looking at each other to kiss.
No, that's
Yeah,
why Shane needs glasses.
It's like, I can't stop looking at you because I can't quite see you.
I
and
can't
I'm
see.
just trying to get a better look. And Ilya says, how could we let this happen? And Shane says, I don't know. We are very stupid and irresponsible. Flag. Shane thinks very frequently about the smart thing to do, the responsible thing to do, the right thing to do. The smart choice is to stop seeing Ilya. The right choice is to not do this. The right choice is to break up, to stop this. But now it's also not just Shane's burden. We're both
It's us.
stupid and irresponsible. They threw caution to the wind, right? Like, we are both.
This is the stupid, irresponsible thing to do, but like, how could we do anything else? We're in love.
So Ilya has the urge to pin Shane down as if he would disappear if Ilya didn't keep a tight grip on him. He wrapped his fingers around Shane's wrists and held them to the pillow on either side of Shane's head. This is real, yes? Ilya asked. He just had to make sure. It's real, Shane said. His voice was low and adorably scratchy. I feel like I am dreaming. You're not. I love you.
I love how much they repeat it throughout this entire chapter. It's like they can't, now that they've said it, the floodgates are open.
Ilya can barely even breathe because he feels like his heart is just going to explode. And Shane is like, I want to be in your lap. This is the first time that
look at ya.
Shane is asking for this, mind you. It has always been Ilya, or the times it's happened, it's been Ilya being like, I'd like to look at you.
Yeah.
And that
And
scares
we're in love
Shane.
now.
And now Shane is asking for it. And Shane Hollander, who famously has trouble voicing his desires, is feeling brave and asks for it. And they literally cannot stop saying, I love you. And there's a line that I, again,
The
flagged.
dam has broken, baby. We
Ilya
are all
had
getting
no-
washed down the river.
Of cum.
Ilya had no idea why he got so much enjoyment from causing Shane distress, but he did. He loved to see him all agitated and struggling for control. I would argue.
I haven't.
Oh, you highlighted that?
Yeah.
I would argue that it's not distress. That's just the word that Ilya has for it. It's the best word he can come up with. I think that he likes to know that Shane trusts him enough to be out of control around him, and he just doesn't have the words for that. Emily, what did you have to say about it?
He loved to see him agitated and struggling to keep control. I think I just liked like the control piece. I don't know. I feel like I got called out by a teacher. Like, I don't know why I highlighted it.
Emily, support your answer with text evidence.
Deadass, it's so funny to me that Ilya's like, if you love me, you'll edge yourself.
And he said bet. Also, the next page famously was read by Hudson in that one interview.
Oh my god, you're right.
And
I'm
I like,
can we read this?
and I love that Connor does not
can
say
say
a single
calm.
word. Yeah.
We can say
Connor-
calm.
Connor doesn't say a single word. And Shane is just going, Hudson is just going, like, and doing the accent, like, it's so incredible.
I know,
You
when
have
the
to fucking
word
sue
spurt,
now.
like, what? Brother, you said spurt?
Connor's just getting progressively more red. Incredible. Anyway.
Good God.
Anyway.
So, Cowboy Shane is here. Everybody.
He's right.
We missed
How
him.
y'all
We missed
doing?
him.
Yeehaw.
Also, can we just say thank you to Rachel Reid for not acting like being in love is a cure for STDs? They still use a condom,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is great. Like, a lot of hetero or male-female romance is like I can't tell you how many books I've read where they're like, oh, don't worry, I'm on birth control and I haven't slept with anyone in a while. And I'm like, I don't care. It's not good enough.
That's not
Shane and
totally
Ilya
safe,
do not
guys.
stop using condoms until they've been together for years exclusively. So,
As Ilya comes, he says, I love you, which is, in fact, situationship behavior.
Ilya also cannot control his body when he is with Shane, and that's a realization for him too.
And that's also
Is that
hot.
he's like, ooh, now I'm out of control. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Love that he's like, he says something about how he usually has the stamina of a stallion, but like with Shane, nope.
It's like a virgin.
Love.
Yeah.
That's
He's like,
romance.
They're so in love, it's making Ilya Rozanov bad at sex.
No, they're so in love, it's turning him into a two-pump chump.
A too plump chump?
Oh.
Oh, I quit.
This is the most I've said plump in my entire life. I just wanted to know.
Plump is
Guys,
like
it might
if
be
you're
funny.
describing like cheeks, but it's specifically plump up. That's gross.
Yeah.
Your cock plumped up? Brother, I'm imagining like a water balloon.
Enough.
Yes,
I know I started it, but enough.
Yeah.
No, this is your punishment. So Shane's like, oh, what's your mom's name?
Yeah.
No.
The fact that they're was no line break or anything between them finishing and Shane being like, so what's your mom's name?
No, I'm kind
Insane.
of glad there was a break for the show, because that would have been a lot.
No. But they do. Okay, so what happens is they do lay down. They're kissing. They're laying there for a minute.
Uh-huh.
And Shane says, what's your mom's name? He blurts out the question, which, if we remember anything from earlier, nerds, that means Shane's been thinking about it for a while. If Shane
And his
blurts out a
fingers are shaking.
question...
And so Shane's been thinking about Ilya's mom the whole time they were fucking, is what you're saying.
Well, and then Ilia hadn't said her name in so long.
Ilya says her name was Irina, but it's been so long that it feels strange in his mouth. I'm going
Because
to
no one
vomit.
has asked. No one has talked to him about her.
It's been, like, forbidden. Do you think he remembers what her voice sounds like?
Oh, that's really fucking upsetting that you would say that.
I mean, as of now, he has been alive longer without her than with her. So, probably
Yep.
not.
I will say, the longer it goes, the harder it is to remember things like that, unless you, like, have video evidence.
Yeah, and I doubt
Rachel
he
Reid,
does.
what perfume did she wear? I need to know.
Oof.
That's what I need to know.
I don't.
No, thank you. Are you gonna buy it?
No, I just want to sniff it. I
What the fuck?
perfume? Oh, you're gagged by the fact that I want to sniff a perfume?
Of a dead woman?
It's the way you're saying it.
I just want to smell her.
Say I wanted to sniff her corpse.
Jail.
You
Jail
can't
for
make
Camille.
me feel insane about this.
So we're gonna put Camille in jail.
You're the one
for
who's scared of a
crimes-
soft cock. I'm sorry.
We're putting Camille in
What's it gonna
super
do?
jail.
Get you?
It might.
Plump
What
up?
perfume is the soft cock wearing? When I grew up, I knew I wanted to have these conversations.
Yeah, I definitely was thinking about this when I was 12 years old. I
I
wasn't
walked
finding
up to
my
the
dead
president of
mother.
Disney,
I was thinking about.
and I said, I want to make history. And that's what this is.
I've known since I was a very young child that I wanted to talk about gay sex on the internet, so.
I sat down with the president of Disney and I said, I want to make history. I want to have a podcast where we talk about cocks plumping up and being soft and
Can I tell you that this was written in the stars ever since my mom found I was using her laptop to read Kurt and Blaine fan fiction. And I'll never forget, she opened it and the next day she was just like, there's a lot of sex in that.
No, my mom found Larry Stylinson fanfic in my search history in the 8th grade, and I was like, no, Mom, you don't understand, I'm reading this gay smut for the plot, which was not a lie.
Do you
Plot, what
remember when people had Tumblrs, like fans of certain things, and it would be, fuck yeah, this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my mom, I got in trouble because there was a Tumblr that I followed called that, and that was inappropriate. That's what I was getting in trouble for.
Ruh-roh.
Raggy.
Shane wants to start hockey camps in Montreal and Ottawa, and he wants to give the money to mental health organizations, like suicide prevention. And Shane feels embarrassed by it. And he's looking away, and he's like, it was just an idea. And then Ilya grabs him by the chin and forces him to look at him. And I was like, brother, Ilya is going to sleep so good tonight.
Uh-huh.
It was going to be the best goddamn sleep of his life. Is in the middle of the night, and he was about to fall asleep, and Shane was like, wake up, wake up.
Pulls out a corkboard and a
Yeah,
pointer.
in the bed. Like, here, hold this.
We've
Can you
planned the
hold this?
next, 20 years of our lives. We've fucked about it. We've said I love you. We've
Cried about
planned
it.
a charity. Yeah, I think they've earned a good night's
Tickled
sleep.
our feet.
We've tickled our feet.
feet.
Yeah, somehow this makes Ilya fall even more in love with Shane. And he tells Shane his mom would have loved him.
So, I wasn't here to talk about this line when it was in the show. Me with partner whom I love so much, it makes me happy. I've definitely thought many times, damn, my dad would have loved him.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, enough sadness. Hey, Camille, how do you say I love you in Russian?
Ya тебя люблю. Or
Except it's not in
Я
that order
люблю
in the book.
тебя. Yeah. They're both accurate. So, я тебя люблю is it's you I love, and я люблю тебя is I love you.
Oh.
So, they say I love you again, and Shane asks Ilya to say it in Russian. And I love that Shane says I love you, and I'm condensing here, but what Ilya says is good night, Hollander, I love you. And I was like, again, important name choice. He loves Shane and he loves Hollander, and Shane Hollander is in love with him.
Uh-huh.
She's going to say it in all variations. Yeah.
This is different now because in the past, it's been Shane that he's falling in love with, Hollander that he's fucking.
Mm-hmm.
He loves Hollander now. That's a point of no return. That's another point of no return is he loves Hollander.
Loves every part of him.
Every interview is perfect from the bottom to the top.
Did you just quote Megan Trainor? We can't end the episode like that.
No, we can.
And that should be the title of this.
Robert will go quiet for like 20 minutes and then snipe in with the most random reference. And I'm just like, Robert, what the fuck?
A, I have not been quiet for the past 20 minutes. And
No,
B,
I know.
And B, Megan Trainor 8 with that line. Wow, we did it, folks.
Guys, they're in love.
They're in love.
Guys, this is a situationship. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was like, this is the strangest situationship.
Oh my god, I can't believe we
ever
haven't
read
even gotten
about.
to boyfriend. They're so boyfriends. Ugh.
No, they're not. They're
I
in love.
know. Boyfriend
And
coded.
they're planning to get married. Like, they've both thought, we want to get married. But also, that's kind of crazy.
Right.
But
Marriage,
we have
then
not
boyfriends.
defined the relationship whatsoever. Like, what are we? I don't know.
Is there any final thoughts anybody has? Anything that they didn't get to bring up that they want to bring up? Anything like that?
I love these boys.
I love these boys, and I love that
Anything
they love
anyone
each
wants
other.
to plump up?
If anyone wants to plump up these boys.
Fanfic writers, smut writers, if you could just have your cocks be hard the entire time, that'd be great.
No softs around here. Stay hard.
Out.
Oh, I saw something today on Threads that was like talking about Ilya getting hard, and they were like, he went from a 6 o'clock to a 12 o'clock.
Yes, it was at the bar in Tampa.
Yes, and I was
my
like,
6
God.
it
o'clock
took
to 12
me.
o'clock real
took
quick.
me a while.
Yeah.
Took me. I was like, let me look at a clock. Let me look at a clock.
Let me look at a clock without
to
the L.
erect. I just like that, like, it's still not quite over. And Robert has no idea what still is to come that we did not get in the show.
Oh, well, I was full on spoil. That's also why I should shut up and not jump ahead, because
No, it's okay.
Robert wasn't listening to anything you said. Don't worry.
Robert doesn't listen to women, that's the thing.
I do listen to women sometimes.
Just not us.
What did I
That
just say?
one sentence, that was the best one. I would never do that to a woman. I'm not like you. Well, Emily, is there anything you would like to plug other than Shane Hollander before we say goodbye?
Plug.
Anything you would like to plump up?
Anything you would like to butt plug?
I hate words.
Thank you for explaining my joke.
I love linguini. No, just thanks for having me.
Out of all the Disney twinks, he's hot, yeah.
Listen to my podcast because Camille's listened to it, so that means it's kind of cool or whatever. I'll be back if everyone convenes and decides they want me back. If they ignore what I just said.
I don't know, that Emily chick is kind of
She's a
problematic,
little
guys.
Canceled. She sure gabs a lot.
All right, well, if that's all, so long, fellow losers.
The Pit Crew podcast is created and produced by us, Robert, Mal, and Camille. This episode was edited by Robert. You can find us on Threads, Instagram, and YouTube at Pit Crew Podcast. If you feel so inclined, please consider supporting us by subscribing to our Patreon at patreon.com/pitcrewpodcast. You can also find our merch at Pit Crew Shop on Etsy. Our art is by Rand Pacoca. He can be found on Instagram at Rand Pacoca. All patient questions and concern can be emailed to pitcrewpodcast@gmail.com. This isn't a Taco Bell, but we do appreciate a 5-star rating and review wherever you get your podcasts. Be sure to schedule a follow-up appointment with a nurse before you go. See you next time.